Warning: the following video is extremely disturbing. You've been warned.
Ranty Sal. Did you not know that? Because I'm an AI genius. Did you not know that? These might not be in any kind of order because I have been to the hospital today with my little girl for her clinic appointments. Funny you have them when you have diabetes. So I've been to the hospital with us today, and so I'm running late. So if I mistakenly dox anyone, I know I shouldn't do this time. They might not be in order, but they're in order in my head, so it's okay. Me and Mr. Ranty Sal has got this covered. Meg, I would still go with my kids if they wanted me to at 25. I don't know what's going on today. Right, let's do this. I'll play the video and I'll see if I can remember why I picked it.
Please, can I just say, this AI that exists and anyone can make anything or turn anything into whatever they want to nowadays. I'm not lying and people like to twist. So yes, I'm actually... People are reposting my old videos, are they? That's actually illegal. They haven't exposed me at all, that's the thing. They haven't exposed me because I'm poorly and I am me. Like, I am myself and I'm poorly and I'm disabled. You're not exposing me at all.
So, actually it's very appropriate. Every video I'm showing you apparently, every video Alex is posting, Secret Haven, Quanit Liars, Marjorie, it's all AI. None of it's hers. None of it's hers, guys. I don't know what you're looking at, but it is not hers. I mean, the fact that you can... Go with Geo. I'm going to put you to one side. You can get your phone. You can go onto the Tockers, right? I have to go on another account because she banned me on 3. So I'm not going to show you the account, okay? I'm not going to show it. Okay, and you can go her videos. Let's have a look. Bear with. Wait a minute, let me get my glasses on. Let me get my glasses on. If you just do on your phone any of the Kiki accounts, will you start messaging on the group, please? You're disturbing my stalking. Thank you. I can't stalk. Get off the groups. These adopted children. They are very, very, very tricky. Right, bear with. So most of the videos I've shown you, or Alex has shown you, are her own videos. Right? So, unless we went back, say for example, some I'm going to show you today. Right? Unless... It's flipping hilarious. Here's one. I time travelled to 2022. Yeah. I time travelled. I actually posted this. I made a TikTok account in 2022. Sally admitted last night I have a time machine. I did. And I went back to the year forward to the year 3000. Her morning meds that I showed you there. AI, because I'm a wizard. That was posted by Kirsten on the 22nd of December 2022. My DeLorean did that, clearly.
When all else fails, please, body, can this be the last tube change of the day, please? Hey guys, just doing a setup for my...
And I had a face transplant. Night meds, I showed you that one as well, guys. That was 21st of December. Oh, look, she's gone to hospital on that day and she has a tube-free face. I did that with AI. I used Scarlett Johansson's face and made it look like Kirsten. So as you can see, I made a GoFundMe account. Appeal. I made a GoFundMe account. I travelled to the 16th of December 2022 because I had nothing better to do. I think, you know, we was coming out of COVID. I was a bit bored. So I set up a GoFundMe account. I think that might have been for carers. I don't know. But I did this.
Waking up. These are the things I need to change my engine.
I set up a feed. I got some props and I did that on the 9th, 2022. So I think we've established here, as much as I would like to be a time travelling wizard, I didn't be a time travelling wizard, yeah? It wasn't me, Gov. It wasn't me. So, we debunked that one, Kirsten. I thought I would just have a little reminder of because she's trying to disclaim that she didn't have all the illnesses that she said. So I thought we'd have a little bit of a recap for you. It's quite an extensive list, bear with me. Okay. Chronic Kiki's list of illnesses. She has lupus, gastroparesis, epilepsy. I need to take these off. I'm making me see like that. Epilepsy, paralysed from the waist down due to hospital negligence. Oh no, seizure, hypoxic brain injury. Oh no, spine tumours. Oh no, FND. Yeah, question mark there then. She has autism. She has EUBD. She has obviously brain damage to the hypoxia. She has a femoral line because you know, there was too many scars. She's got too many scars on her chest for Hickman's or any of that. She's got great recovery skills. She doesn't have keloid scars like me at all. She has type 3C. She said she had type 3C diabetes. She said she thought at one point that she did have suspected breast cancer, but that was cleared up quite quickly. She got a very, very, very fast track. Usually the NHS, it's a 2-week pathway, but she got it next day. EDS and POTS, ME and chronic fatigue, juvenile arthritis in 2 fingers, osteoporosis, liver damage due to her TPN feeds. Thank you, my darling. She's neutropenic. She has no immune system. She has bladder failure. She also had multiple organ failure and was at end of life. She has SMA syndrome. I don't even know what that is. And FND. There were some other ones as well. Stephen, I don't know. Sjorgen's syndrome. Too many. Couldn't keep up with it. I was going through the medical journal, got bored. Okay. I think she just put like that. Okay. So, some people are typing. So, intestinal dysmobility. Lovely. Excellent. She got genetic testing that confirms heads. Yet that's not even possible. Do you know why I know that? Personal experience, shall we just say. And siblings. Absolutely, Rach, you're right. This list is endless. Absolutely, this list is endless. I think there's some more on there that Emily had different. Nutcracker something. Was it Nutcracker syndrome? Or was that some ballet? I have no idea. Migraines. Oh, ADHD. Did I forget that one? Oh, she's awed then. So she's like me. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, yeah, all right then. I thought that's only in America. What's that? Wrist up. Oh, she got arthritis in the wrist. I thought she only had it in 2 fingers. Okay. She has MCAS. She has MCAS. Am I back? Am I back? I think my internet crashed. Am I back? No. Am I back?
No.
I'm not back.
No.
Yeah, apparently I'm back now. I don't know what happened there. Apparently my internet crashed. Jammers. Must be jammers. I'm back. Okay. C, yeah. Chronic fatigue syndrome, we covered that with Emma. Yeah. So there's quite a lot. There's a big extensive list over there, but she's changed her mind now. Now, I don't agree with the hate she was getting yesterday. I'm going to put that out there. I don't agree with the trolling that she got yesterday. She had 1,000 people in a room asking her these questions. She was very much under fire last night, and she was struggling to keep up with her timelines, her diagnoses. She was under pressure. Alexa, play Under Pressure. She was under pressure. This probably won't play it because she never does it. Told you. Alexa, skip. No. Just Alexa, skip. She never does what I ask her to do. Alexa, stop. Under pressure. Raining down on me. That one. That's what I would have played. Hello, Laura. Hello, how you doing? Yeah. So, oh, did I? I'm sorry. I hope yours played the right tune because mine isn't. Mine's just cow.
Got it.
Comment.
I'm telling you right now, I do not have FND. I've no where this is coming about FND. I don't know where all this shit is coming about FND. I've never said I have FND. Never. Like, I know someone's saying there's videos, there is. I really don't care because I know in my heart I don't have FND and I don't have it. So yeah. It's on my old account. No, it's not. And if it is, it's probably years old, but it's probably edited, guys. Please, like.
Can I just say that this is where Alex and I whipped in the DeLorean, went meow, back 2 years and posted a video. Thank you. I am an IA expert. I want a Blue Peter badge.
I literally have not got FND, and I'm saying this right now. I don't have FND. I've never been diagnosed with it. I don't have a video on my own account saying I have FND. If there's a video saying I have FND, I've not got it. I'm telling you right now, I do not have FND. I've no where this is coming about FND. I don't know where all this shit is coming about FND. I've never said I have FND.
Never said it.
Never. Like, I know someone's saying there's videos, there is. I really don't care because I know in my heart I don't have FND and I don't have it. So yeah.
Chug.
It's on my old account. No, it's not. And if it is, it's probably years old, but it's probably edited, guys. Please, like, I literally have not got FND, and I'm saying this right now, I don't have FND. I've never been diagnosed with it. I don't have a video on my own account saying I have FND. I've always said I don't even understand FND, so yeah. I don't even know what FND is. I don't really.
Just thought I'd come on and answer this question. It's been a long time since I've answered this question with videos. Feel free to ask any questions you like. Obviously, if you're rude, I won't comment. No point to be nasty. But anyway, are they stabilised me more? So, I'm sort of medically as stable as I can be. Given my conditions, they are degenerative, and we know they're only going to get worse, unfortunately. There's no sugarcoating that. There's no cure for any of my conditions. My legs is a relatively new diagnosis called functional neurological disorder. So basically,
she explains it.
It's hard to explain because it's medically there's nothing wrong with my legs. It's the synapses and the neurons and the communication in my brain.
Whoa. Did she just explain what functional neurological disorder was. But she doesn't know what it is. I'm confused.
To do with the organs, well, not my organs, but the movement of my body is not sending the right signals, if that makes sense. So my brain is not able to link with my legs and tell my legs to move.
Skittles
so I'm physically having to use my hands and my arms to do all of the work, which is quite hard. I've gained a lot of muscle from it, but yeah, it's tough. So right now I transfer into my wheelchair. Hang on, I'm trying to get it. Oh God, I can't get it.
It's like Blue Peter, isn't it?
So right now I transfer into my wheelchair using this. It's banana board. So it literally goes one side where you're going to and one side under your bum. And then you literally just use your arms to slide.
You literally get up,
if that makes sense.
and then sit back
I don't
in your
need to use my legs at all. Well, I can't anyway.
Kristen kind of
But I'm using a towel to get them off the bed and lift them up from the bed. Obviously with my arm strength. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but hopefully I'll get there.
She's got massive guns now.
Anyway,
She can
thank you for
fully
your question.
levitate
If
with
you have
them
any more,
guns.
please feel free to ask. Lots of love. Have a good night.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Can we just shout out Alex for this, please? And Chronic Lives. Because they've both done it. Phew! There we go. So she doesn't have, can we just get it clear? She doesn't have functional neurological disorder. She doesn't have it. She's never had it. She doesn't even know what it was. And that was her twin sister, Kristen. Not Kirsten, Kristen. Cunningham, obviously posting. Or it was me in my time travelling machine doing AI generation clips because I ain't got nothing better to do. I ain't got kids to look after. Or anything. So, yeah. Okay, facts for yourself, guys. If you were there last night, if you're still on the fence, just giving you the facts. No hate, no bullying, just so that you can say, hang on a minute, that doesn't seem right. Most people do. You believe it was Sally. Alex, it was me. I'm an AI genius. I told you, I've just gone back. I've eradicated meeting his wife, so he's mine now. DeLorean, meow, is all mine. All mine. Right, let's go to the next one before the Whiffy gives up. I just don't think it likes her. The Whiffy don't like her. Right, hang on. I've got to get back to this video. I might have to get rid of this. Can we just? Sorry, I just want to play this. Just want to play this. Can't help it.
Push pineapple, shake the tree. I got push pineapple, grind coffee. To the left, to the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night, sing with a hula melody. I met a hula mistress somewhere in Waikiki. Well, she was selling pineapple, playing ukulele, and when
just also about the standing up, you can see there, we've told you before, so physical shift of weight, using her hip flexors, using her feet. But she said the videos of her standing last night were 2 years old. This is a new flat. In the windowsill is a card that somebody in the chat can verify that they sent her at the end of July. There is a crystal, there is a deodorant, and there is a little tiny rabbit. So we know that this has to be, I think she's in here, I don't know if she's in here, but one of her mods bought her that card, and they've confirmed to us that that was actually at the end of July, so 2024. So just saying.
I went to the girl, come on and teach me to sway. She laughed and whispered to me, yes, come tonight to the bay. The lovely beach and the sky, the moon of Kauai, around Calypso surround. We'll all be singing this song. I got push pineapple, shake the tree. I got push pineapple.
See? Okay. So it's not a year old, it's not 2 years old, it's in fact a month old. When I took it, it's not, I think it's 3 weeks old, to be fair. My little Agadoo clip there. But it was said that the only clips of her standing up or trying to stand up were for 2 years ago. She's been totally paralysed from the waist down. We've done this a billion times, but I'm just such a child. I love it. Bear with. We're going to have a little slow-mo. We're going to do a little slow-mo. Oh, it won't let me do the slow-mo on this one, will it? But you can see, she pushes, shifts away, using those hip flexors, onto those thigh muscles, bending those knees, putting pressure on feet, hopping back, using those hip flexors.
To the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night.
You make it up for
yourself. Melody. I met a hula mistress somewhere in Waikiki. Well, she was selling pineapple, playing ukulele. And when I went to the girl, come on and teach me to sway, she left a whistle.
Now, something she said. Hang on a minute. I've got one pair because I'm not doxing somebody. I've been sent another video where she says about her medical professionals. I thought I'd already done it. I thought I'd already downloaded it, but obviously I didn't. No. Obviously downloaded it to my phone, but not to those messages. So I'm going to my phone, and I'm going to my messages, and I'll come back to the other ones. No, it can't be. Bugger. Hang on a minute. I thought there was someone in the box earlier. All discuss in the comments between yourself which story you heard, why she's paralysed. You just crack on between yourselves there. And just pray for the Wi-Fi to hold, yeah? Pray for the Wi-Fi to hold. This is because I'm ill prepared today, because I've been to the hospital with my daughter for the joy that is the diabetes clinic, and she loves it. Not. The last time I went to the hospital with her, I massively did it. I did a boo-boo. I did a boo-boo the last time I went, and flashed something for a very quick few seconds and had an absolute heart attack. We won't talk about that. We don't talk about that. No. It's very distressing for me. It's very distressing. We can't talk about it. Right. This is a screen recording. I'm going to play you. It's a screen recording from Sunday the 11th of August. So that's, yeah, I know. Yeah, but I felt awful for it. I did feel awful because I don't want her to get hate. We are tongue-in-cheek, but we are factually proving things wrong, and I'm keeping it a bit light-hearted. I don't want bullying. I don't want doxing. I don't want any of that stuff. So, yeah. This is from Sunday. This is from Sunday. Thank you to the person that sent me this. I really appreciate it. I would like to know if there's any sort of gastro patients in the Norfolk area. That would be, you know, quite good to speak to some of those, maybe. Right, here we go. Shall we make it nice and big for you? So I know how you like it big. Ooh. There, look at that. Makes me look smaller then. I've just lost a few bits there. Right, cool.
Raj, good name. But he's very good. I mean, like, I'm not just outing a doctor's name. Like, that's part of it. No, so don't worry. But no, he's very good.
She just said Dr. Hari Raj.
There's still an extra part added onto that, so don't worry. But yeah, nah. Brilliant. Like, if I go in A&E and he's there, I'd rather see him than any of the others, I tell you. Just because he knows what he's doing. And he does private clinics as well, I believe. I believe he's like does private as well, so you know, like knows what he's on about for sure. You know, like half of the NHS doctors nowadays though do their private clinics as well, don't they? And they do in our hospital, I don't know if every hospital does it, but they do like what is it? Where they, I'm trying to think of the right word. Where they basically move around different departments until they've got their full qualification of like to be a GP or whatever they want to be. To be a GP or whatever they want to be.
This is going to be a short one today because I don't know what's going on with my internet. It just drops. I'm with BT as well. I'm with BT. This is just stupid. I pay extortion, BT, as well. Because we have to have the best Wi-Fi because both kids are VR gamers. Can we just go back a bit? Right, a couple of things about this video. First being, she said she didn't go to A&E because she's neutropenic.
I'm joking. But it just helps sometimes.
She says she doesn't go to A&E because she's neutropenic. But she just said when she went to A&E... Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I'm playing it again. She basically said before she doesn't go to A&E because she is neutropenic, meaning she has no immune system. But then she's just said that there are doctors that she sees that go on rotation because they have to train, you know, to be GPs or something. And that she sees this Hari Raj because he's one of the doctors, one of the 5 that she can see when she goes to A&E. But we're going to play it again for you, okay? Just listen to what she says, and then we'll come in with some facts, because we love facts. Let's play it again. Listen to what she says. Oh, my God, if you don't do this in a minute, I'm throwing you out the window.
They basically...
I'm throwing you out the window.
But it's Dr. Hari Raj, good name, but he's very good. I mean, like, I'm not just outing a doctor's name, like, that's part of his name, not all of it, so don't worry. But no, he's very good.
So have I, Channy.
There's still an extra part added onto that, so don't worry. But yeah, nah. Brilliant. Like, if I go in A&E and he's there, I'd rather see him than any of the others, I tell you.
Guys, I've just seen Gio's mention something, and I am going to say something. Natalie, that account has been targeting myself and Gio all night until 3:45 this morning. So can we not even mention it because it's been dealt with. But yeah, we've been targeted, myself and Gio is very poorly at the moment. And in case you didn't know this, Gio, Louise, thank you for the subscription. Dolphin, thank you for the ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And Cal, thank you for the raw smells so good. That account has been targeting us until 3:45 this morning. And in case you didn't know this, guys, Gio is actually very, 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 very poorly at the moment. And, you know, Gio is terminally ill. She can do without this stress. It was somebody that was in our Discord that we felt wasn't coping with the stuff that was in there. So we took them out the Discord. And, yeah, so please do not engage with it. Do not engage with that person. I think you'll find that there is the same person. Gio, do you want to just delete that account? So yeah, why am I putting her through this? Let me just check this account. Why am I putting what through what, Hannah? Why am I putting her through what, Hannah? Oh, okay, no worries, Louise. Just trying to see. Can we not mention where she is, please? There's a mention of a location. If she's really unwell and doesn't need the stress, surely stepping back is easier. I think you would have to... Hannah, I'm actually not putting Gio through anything. I think you would have to ask Gio herself why she's involved. Okay. I'm going to put her in the box. Gio's coming in the box.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I just want to end these questions, to be honest, so we can go on with what we're doing.
Yep.
Why is Sal putting me through this? She isn't putting me. 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 Then came forward. I'm not going to sit back and let someone else get poorly as I have, or sit back and get hurt as I did. So this isn't about Sal putting me through anything. I'll still sit here and I'll still support every person that has been hurt by Kirsten, indirectly or directly. If you don't like what's happening, remove yourself off the feed. I'm done. I'm dropping out. How do I count? Thank you.
Hello?
Doing it. We could have done all the side, then moved the bed back and then gone round the other side and done it all. But fucking 1:30, he comes out with that. I was just thinking, oh, we'll just get that. We're just doing a few other little bits, you know.
He does it to you all the time.
I don't think she meant to come in the box. Can we get rid of Hannah? Because I do believe... Thank you for the heart, me. I do believe Hannah might be a little bit of maybe Kirsten's side. I'm not having people attacking Gio. Gio is her own person. I do not make her do anything, trust me. She has PDA like my oldest child. You try and make anyone with PDA do anything, good luck. And if you find the secret to that, then please let me know, because, you know, I haven't. The difference is, what I am not putting her through is putting her through it on her own. because she would do this. She would do this. Would she be able to come on TikTok? Probably not like this, but she would still go in people's boxes and raise awareness. So Kirsten, oh, was she on Kirsten's live last night? Have we booted her? Have we booted her? Is it a bit of, go on now, go! Walk out the door. Don't turn around now, because you're not welcome anymore. I want you the one who trolled me in the comments. Right. Can we go back to playing this? Has she? Oh, was she one of her mods? Oh, okay. I don't like blocking the mods because I would like them to smell the coffee, but, you know, on this occasion I will not have Geo go through hate.
Just because he knows what he's doing. And he does private clinics as well, I believe. I believe he's like, does private as well. So, you know, like, knows what he's on about for sure. You know, like half of the NHS doctors nowadays, though, do their own private clinics as well, don't they?
They do, Kirsten, they do, yeah.
And they do, in our hospital, I don't know if every hospital does it, but they do like, what is it? Where they, I'm trying to think of the right word.
Rotation.
Where they basically move around different departments until they've got their full qualification.
That's what they do to become
to be a GP or whatever they want to be. They do rotations around different departments. So either A&E or like acute medicine or whatever they're doing. They rotate, don't they? They do rotations. But I also think that's very good because I see them on the acute medical unit and I also see them on A&E. Hey, no, I'm joking.
So she sees them on
but no, it just helps sometimes, to be fair, to have the familiar faces that you kind of already trust.
Dr. Harry Raj.
Hey, love.
Okay, so she sees Dr. Harry Raj on the acute medical unit and A&E. Now, you know me, chaps and chapesses and anyone. Guys, I like a bit of research. And I like, see these things, Sally Main, Sally Burner. I do like facts. Okay, so Kirsten, as somebody with gastroparesis, would go into the gastroenterology and hepatology department service. Okay, this says about it, they deal with stomachs and livers and your gizzards, your guts. Okay, that's just a quick way of putting it, really. If you want to read this, I'm going to put this up later on my stories, so knock yourself out. Personally, I'm not reading it out. Okay, so why is it not just flipping to the next one? So it says the gastro service, they deal with heartburn, acid reflux, esophagus reflux, nausea, vomiting, that, whatever that is, regurgitating. I thought baby birds' mums did that. But anyway, abdominal, right upper quadrant, epigastric, right lower quadrant. So that's all the quadrants of your tummies and your bowels and all that doings. Abdominal pain. Iron deficiency, anemia, malabsorption, GI, bleeding. So I go, because I am a celiac and I have lots of problems with motility. So it comes into all this. I would go into there as well. Okay, so that's their service, right? It goes on to some more conditions. See, there's me, celiac. Woo! And obviously gastroparesis would be into this. So it makes sense. She would go to this department. This is her local hospital. This is where she is. I was going to give myself a thumbs up there. And this is the specialist team. Thank you, adopted daughter of mine. Thank you. This is the specialist team. So we've got Dr. Andrew Dowds, Dr. Shalish Karanth, Dr. Rory Garan, Dr. Alan Wiles, and Dr. Abhay Bajiwadi. Okay? That's them. So anybody that would go into A&E or the A&E, but we can't go to A&E, remember, because we have neutropenic and we're not allowed to be near germs. But on the odd occasion, she might go in there. She might see one of these specialist teams or the underneath them doctors that are on rotation that are training and going around the hospital. So these are the specialist team. So these are consultants. Then you've got the people underneath that they're doing the rotations, right? Way up in the food chain, not doing a rotation, okay? Because the guy actually writes papers, research papers, etc. Is Dr. Hari Raj. So you can see there, Dr. R. Hari Raj. Now, I think there's a bit of a typo here. It actually says MAU, which is actually the maternity assessment. He's not in there, okay? He actually is in the gastro team, but I think it should say AMU, okay? And what it is he actually heads up the whole service. Oh, why have I not got it? He heads up the whole service. So basically, he's on, I think I put it on the phone, bear with. I've probably got it on my other phone, haven't I? I might have to disconnect this one and connect burner number 3 up. Nobody use the mod chat. Not there's a mod chat. It's all the adopted naughty children in there. Being cheeky. I'm going to put Geo to the side there because I'm on to her. So. I do love my facts, guys. I do love my facts too much. I love my facts too much. Yeah, you've got his GMC number there. So, Dr. Hari Raj is also a private consultant at the Sandringham Hospital. Now, does anyone recognise the name Sandringham? It's a little bit of a royal connection there, just saying, right? So it isn't just that he's got a bit of a side hustle with a private job. He actually works at the Sandringham Hospital privately. Then also... his private treatments and operations include endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography, liver biopsies, esophagus and stomach examinations by gastroscopy. That is what he does. Also, I hope I did keep it. Did I keep it? Did I keep it? Because he's actually on the core executive board of the hospital. This dude is not going to be mooching around the A&E department. We're talking top of the food chain. You would have to be some rare case. Of course it's rare. Oh, I forgot that. You would have to be some rare case. He writes papers. You can see on here he works and here we go. Oh, God. It is so small. He's got a registered interest. He takes part in providing information to companies to help understand how we can... So he basically deals with pharmaceutical companies. He deals with research. He does research papers. Yeah. This is a royal, like, doctor. This is not someone that's going to be in the A&E department. So I'm not saying that he's not a doctor in a hospital. I'm saying he's actually a core executive of the hospital, which is like top. Exactly. So this isn't, he's not on rotation. I think he might have qualified to write these research papers. He's done a research paper. There's one on here that I saw earlier. Using a geomic approach to characterize immune responses. There was another one about something about livers. So, like, he is like the god of the tummy world in that hospital. Okay, there's no way he'll be in the A&E department. So that's what I'm doing with that one. I'm just debunking the fact that he would not be in the A&E department doing rotations. I very much doubt that, unless he was doing a very serious operation that would take many hours. You know, they kind of keep to Monday to Friday. You know, they're not those type of people that would be in scrubs. yeah. Writing news. Can you imagine him writing his research papers while he's waiting for Kirsten in the A&E department? It's not going to happen. Sorry about that. It's not going to happen. So, not saying he's not a doctor. I am saying that he definitely wouldn't be in the A&E department. They don't do the dirty work, do they? Once you get, yeah, I know. She will say because she's so rare. Because remember, if you've got a black cat, she's got a blacker cat. If you're, you know, if you've had one leg amputated, she's had two. So she will say that she's incredibly rare. But yeah, he might be doing a paper on her. He might be doing a paper on her, absolutely. I'm sure she'll say that tonight. As I don't know whether you've noticed, but there's some things that I noticed. Since I mentioned about testing stomach acid, she started testing her stomach acid. Since I mentioned that a pump wasn't on, bloody hell, no, hang on, I'll show you. I'll probably give stuff away now. Hang on, and they need to do this because obviously we have been stuck, but like we have had issues, so I had to take some screenshots, so I don't want to show those. I'm being very careful what I show here. But anyone in the chat, let me get some in the box. Anyone in the chat, if you've got experience of consultants at that level, they ain't going to be talking to you. Yoo-hoo! Hello?
Hello. The Sandringham Hospital is part of the Elizabeth one that she goes to, but it's permanently closed.
What, the private one?
Yeah.
Oh, why is it closed?
I don't know, it just says permanently closed. And when I went there last time, the building was there, but nothing was in it.
Is that because the Queen's gone? Because that's the Sandringham. So, if you were, are you in that local area?
Yeah, I've been in hospital with this girl.
Have you got, I'm not going to ask too many details, but are you under the gastro team?
No.
Oh, okay.
And when she was in hospital, she wasn't either.
Okay, I would love someone who's under the gastro at that hospital to come and speak to me to see if they've ever seen this man that writes research papers.
So he possibly could have been in the Sandringham Hospital, part of the hospital. It's a day centre thing.
Yeah, I was going to say that's come off his page, not hers. The Sandringham. Yeah. That's come off his page to say that he does private work there. So he needs to update his page then. So it's shut down, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder where he does private work now then, because she said you can go and see him privately. But from what I've looked at, most of his recent stuff has been research papers. He's done a lot of research papers, so he looks like he's more like top of his field. Yeah. I wouldn't say he's doing a shift in the A&E.
I wouldn't say that he was dealing with her, no.
Yeah. I can answer if I've got
in hospital with her in 2017.
You were in hospital with her in 2017?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she was on a cardiac ward.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
So she does have cardiac problems?
But she didn't have any of the tubes. She didn't have... She was walking.
Okay. Can we all give Tally... Can we all give Tally a follow? Can we pin Tally G93, please? So she's in a cardiac ward. Did you talk to her?
Yeah, she was in the same bit of the ward as me.
Oh, was she? How did you find her? Because everyone said she's quite sweet.
Well, she was all right at the time, but now all this, my opinion's changed.
So she wasn't.
I told her about everything I was in there for. She told me what she was in there for, and that's about it.
Oh, okay. I haven't got a cardiac problem. What cardiac problem does she have, guys, in the comments? That's not on my list. I've not heard that one. Apart from POTS.
That's probably what it was for, because I've got that too.
Okay, so she was under POTS. But she said she hasn't been diagnosed with EDS.
She had a fast heart rate, that's all I remember.
All right, okay. There's lots of reasons you could have a fast... I get the words out today. A fast heart rate, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Some medications give you a heart... I can't even get the words out. A fast heart rate. Honestly, need to put my teeth back in. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that, Hayley. I appreciate that.
That's all right. Bye.
You give me lots of things to talk about. Right. If you're going to say bye, you have to go, wee, and I kick you out.
Okay.
Wee! She's gone. Hello, Paige.
Hello.
Hello again. You're all right.
Hello again. Yeah, how are you?
I'm all right, not too bad, not too bad. It's been a bit of a weird 24 hours, but you know, we'll roll with it. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I just wanted to put some things out there because I've been incredibly lucky with my treatment. I've had two of the top doctors in my part of London treat me. So I've been very lucky with my care. And when I was under PEDS cardiology, we'd only see the consultant if someone was critically ill in A&E. So, and he's now friends with my dad. And so he's off writing his own studies and stuff like that. And he was specialising in, what was it, pediatric cardiac diseases in pediatrics. I can't remember the exact one that he did. And he's writing his studies on that. So we wouldn't ever see him in A&E. And the same with my neurologist now. I see the top neurologist in my area of London.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even see him on the wards, let alone in A&E. So I don't know where that's come from, because you wouldn't see any doctor higher than a registrar in A&E.
No.
In my area, at least.
Debs has put, most consultants contribute to papers out. This isn't a contribution, he writes them. He's not contributing, he writes. So that's kind of different. Because, yeah, you can get younger doctors that contribute. I watch Grey's Anatomy. I know these things. And Chicago Hope and all of those things. Do you know what I mean? Holby City.
I mean, I don't personally watch them.
Yeah, you know. Has she said, Doctor, that yes, she has, Shalom, she has. Dr. Harry Raj. So that's the thing, isn't it? Once they get to a certain level, you don't see, you don't see them. You don't see them once they get to a certain level. They would not be, unless you're interesting to them, they're not going to be coming down the A&E.
Well, my neurologist specialises in autonomic dysfunction. So even if, say, Kirsten was in my hospital, he'd see her notes and he'd go, do you know what, just put it down to POTS, because POTS in itself has now been defined as either a neurological condition or an autoimmune disease because of where it is, being the autonomic nervous system that's in the brain, rather than it's just the most symptoms are cardiac. So you get put on a cardiac ward because of the tachycardia, the hypo or hypertension that you'd have, and potential troponin levels, because when your heart's going really, really fast, obviously there's going to be strain. But there's no actual evidence to say that it is a 100% cardiac condition. So they've put it down to neurological. So you're to by neurologist.
Sorry, Charlotte, thank you. I was doing that while she does. I'm going to go boom, 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 boom. And that's the thing, isn't it? So, like, I have hypertension due to other stuff. And so I would go on that ward. But it doesn't mean to say that the top consultant would come and see me. I'd get his underling's underling.
Sometimes they're better, though.
Yeah, absolutely, because sometimes they're fresh and bushy-tailed, aren't they? So
yeah,
I'm not going to knock them. We have had lots and lots and lots of doctors for my children with their diabetes, and like, because they have no hypo or hyper awareness. And we've had some really good ones, you know, young doctors that also are very accepting of their autistic traits that they have in the hospital environment, if that makes sense. You know, whether some of the older doctors aren't. So I'm not knocking him, but yeah, he writes papers. He's not going to be answering his beeper to go down to A&E.
My brother has a condition called periventricular leukomalacia, which is essentially just brain damage. It's just a big fancy word for brain damage. And we saw the same consultant that I saw for my cardiac condition was actually who he saw for his brain damage, funnily enough. I don't know why, but that was who he saw. And even he wouldn't go down to hospital when Nathan was in there. If he was in for something, you wouldn't see that doctor coming down to see him, and he was a very, very complex case. So it's strange how she would be like, oh yeah, they've come and seen me. They've come and seen me in A&E, of all places of A&E.
Sally, I've just seen. I can't see my TikTok messages while I'm in my live studio. So Sid's quite rightly put here. Obviously, Sid has problems where she's would see a urologist, and she's put they call the on-call urologist for advice, not the top man. Yeah, mainly advice over the phone. I've got to be honest with you, right? Once I got hold of my children's consultant on New Year's Eve, and she was at a party. And again, that was over the phone. But that was really exceptional because she did make exception. Yeah, I think I will do, Shalom, just to sort of say, well, obviously he's been mentioned in the public domain, so absolutely. My son is under consultants for both cardiac and autism. We've never seen the cardiac one. Do you know what? That's one of my biggest bugbears with having autistic children, being neurodivergent myself, is the fact that we are treated like atypical patients. I had this moan this morning because my daughter was there. You know, she doesn't like being touched, and you're going to touch her. She doesn't actually want to go there because you're going to touch her. The lights are really bright and buzzy, especially in a children's paediatric environment. If you're sensory avoidant, it is your worst nightmare. But they always get treated like a neurotypical person. So it's quite hard. She unblocked me and invited me to watch. Did she? I think to be fair, guys, you should check, because I think she's had to unblock people because you can only block so many people. And they were blocking so many people last night. I think her block list is full. So Sid's put my consultant I've seen twice at an appointment when he did my surgery, and I've been under him 2 years. His registrar sees me more. And I think that's the same, isn't it? Kay has gone live, now you're live. Well, yeah, so we were going to talk about this, but I'll speak to, is it Lou? Lou, is that the same Lou as EDS Lou? No, Lone Wolf Lou. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I just wanted to come on. I was the person that said in the comments about the cluster migraines, which makes me quite annoyed, to be honest with you, because if you actually Google cluster migraines, it actually comes up as cluster headaches, which I have and have been diagnosed since 2013.
Yeah.
They're extremely. It's hard to even describe the pain that comes with a cluster headache.
When did she start with this one, my lovely? Ducky, not lovely. Blah. When did she start with this?
It was only a little while ago. I'm trying to remember if it was a video or a live. I think it was a live. It was before I got to know you guys and found out more of what she's like. I kind of was being taken in and was a little bit like feeling for her, and concerned for her and being in the chronic illness community and stuff, wanting to support people. And she had said that her care had been there, and she'd gone through with her wheelchair, and she literally closed all the curtains because she was like, I can't have that because my cluster migraines. She's like, I can't have all this brightness, my cluster migraines. But when you actually, as I said, when you actually Google cluster migraines, and this is from my neurologist as well, is that you can get clusters of migraines, but there isn't cluster migraines, it's cluster headaches. And cluster headaches it's really hard for us with cluster headaches to get people to understand the severity of it.
Yeah.
It is also called how do I say it on live? Unaliving headaches.
It's excruciating,
because,
isn't it? And they can last anything from 15 minutes to 3 hours, and it is proper brain crushing pain.
You're literally you want to smash your head off a wall because it just hurts so much. It feels like a hot poker going into your eye and boring into the back of your head, basically, continuously. It's not like, I mean, migraines are bad, don't get me wrong, I get migraines as well. But migraines, like, it's not like laying in the dark and having to have quiet. You're pacing around, you can't sit still, you know, you're screaming in pain. I literally look like I've had a stroke after I've had had an attack, because they're called an attack, and I have oxygen treatment for that, which has to be up at the highest level when you're having an attack, and if you don't get it on in time, then the oxygen won't help you. So you have to get it on at the right time. But basically, I wanted to get that out there. There's stuff on my page about cluster headaches, so anybody wants to have a look. But also,
do you mind
because
if I
I've
use
lost
some of it, like maybe tomorrow I cover cluster headaches.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I've lost people in the last 5 years. There's been a fair amount of people that have actually taken their own lives because they can't deal with the pain anymore. There's no cure for it. Even the top neurologists are looking into it and everything and seeing what they can do, but there's nothing that, you know, that they can do in that way. So I just wanted to make sure that people know about it in that way, because it is so hard to get people, because as soon as you hear the word headache, people think, oh, take a few pills and you'll be all right.
Yeah, get a paracetamol, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, and there's nothing that touches it, nothing at all. I could literally be... when I was able to walk, I'm not able to walk very far now at all, but when I was able to walk, I could be walking and I could drop to the floor from having a onset cluster headache attack. It dropped me to my knees straight away. You know, it just, and I've had people actually run away when they've seen me attacking because they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to kind of get a bit of awareness out there as well. But for her to say that is so soul destroying to us that have CCH. You can have episodic or you can have chronic cluster headaches. Chronic is basically you can have 6 to 8 episodes a day through the night as well. So you don't get a break from it. And most of us will call it the beast. Because it's just so severe in that way. You know, there is actually in documentation that someone shot in their own eye because they thought it would take the pain away. People have had teeth removed because they thought it was a dental thing because it comes down into your face. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to put that out there because
isn't she, to the chronic illness community. Like some people have gone, because I'm doing the awareness offer and stuff, that the chronic illness people, some of them have faced a bit of a backlash and that we're damaging the chronic illness community. But I am part of that community myself and so are my friends. And I personally believe that she's far more dangerous. Some of the stuff that she's saying is very dismissive. Some of the stuff she said about diabetes is very dismissive, you know, like about hypos, what is a hypo, what is a treatment. And some of it is factually incorrect, which is very dangerous. She has been advocating and giving advice out to people, which I have asked people to let me know if you've ever received any advice from her, because obviously she's told people she's a nurse. And I just think, you know, it dismisses people's genuine suffering.
It really is. And I don't know, there's probably other people in here as well that have had more people come to their pages to give them aggro, to say that they're fake and this and that and stuff, you know, and especially is like with the FND thing as well, where how she goes on, because it's like almost like dismissive, like, oh, you know, well, that's nothing. Well, FND is very, very debilitating. I was diagnosed with FND in 2017 and basically I haven't been able to put my heel down onto the floor since, and I have to wear made to measure splints with an extra heel bit, which is almost like wearing a high heel on one side your body, which doesn't help because it kind of puts your body out of line, and
your gates off
you
then,
know.
and then you get more problems. My daughter's mother has FND, and her symptoms when she has an attack, it's like she's got a stroke. She loses the use of her legs, her speech, everything. And then it's rehabilitation to get it back. And as soon as she's got it back, boom, she has another one, and she's back in hospital again. And it's just non-stop repeat happening. So I know it's, and to see her being so dismissive of FND is if like, well, I don't have it because now I've decided I've got epilepsy type thing.
Yeah.
I don't want that one. That's not, you know, that's not what I'm going for anymore. I just think she's so dangerous for the community. And I'm sorry that people are getting hate. I have said, this live is only about Chronic Kiki. This live is only about Kirsten. It's about nobody else. Everyone is valid. I'm not disputing anyone's medical conditions. It's only about Kirsty. I don't want people going and putting hate on people's pages. But the daft thing is that some of that hate for some of these creators is actually from Kirsten herself. Which... as calling out creators, I saw her calling out another creator who's tube fed, and sort of saying some not very nice things about them. And it's just like, actually, chronic illness community, I think everyone has to come together.
Exactly, and that's what makes me so sad, because I've had people that actually are from the community and come at me and saying, oh, you know, well, like someone said to me, well, I've got a wet room, why can't you have a wet room, you know, why this, why that? And it's like, well, it doesn't always happen like that for everybody. Do you know what I mean? There's people with different circumstances and different places and stuff like that. And you know, and as I said, you know, I'm happy for anybody that is able to get help and things like that, things that they need and stuff. We shouldn't be pulling people down, we should be lifting those up. But someone that is doing this misinformation and everything like that, it is not only dangerous, but it's very hurtful to us as well, because we don't want sympathy, we just want understanding.
And that's it, isn't it? We've got to be our true authentic self, and we want to live. We don't want to exist. We want to live with whatever we've got. We don't want people to go, oh, that must be really awful. But we want people to make reasonable adjustments for us in life so we can do what we can do and live life to the fullest. And that's what I want Kirsten to do. What she is doing, I am saying that she is unwell. I believe her to be mentally unwell, and we've covered that. She's put videos out there, but I AI'd them because I'm a genius. Oh, like, that's no, I don't want to exist. Yeah, please, Bones, you have proof. Send me over, please. Yeah. You have to report to your local police, and then you send it over to me, and obviously we send it off together as the collective. It's just so damaging, and I'm so sorry that you're getting that. If you are, then I did say I'm going to put a post up, actually. I didn't. I keep addressing it every live I do. This is not in any way discrediting anyone else. And I mean anyone, apart from this one creator. I'm not here to expose any other creators. I'm not going to be like the Louis Theroux of the chronic illness community. It's not my bag.
Yeah, and my video on my page, if you do go on my page, my video today is not about her at all. It's just about people from our own community, like lifting each other up and supporting each other. Do you know what I mean? And because even people with the same conditions doesn't mean that you're going to have the same symptoms. It doesn't mean you know that things are going to be the same for everybody in that way. And you know, so not judging in that way, but just say, you know, maybe saying, hey, this kind of helped me, maybe you could look into this or something. But I always, like I put mine today, you know, ask your medical professionals before you change or do anything first.
100%.
You know, but it's always nice to have those handy tips and hints and advice. But it's kind of like now you kind of feel, I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I kind of feel a little bit like I don't want to do that, because I don't want people coming to my page and saying, well, you know, well, this and that, and you know, you need proof of this and proof of that and stuff like that, where all I wanted to do, where I started my own hashtag a long time ago, was Chronic Warriors Win, because I saw a lot of people getting hate and horrible comments on their videos and stuff, and I wanted to support and help and lift other people up, you know. But she's making it so that other people are going to get more targeted, but then there's people in our own community that are unfortunately turning on each other.
I think the thing is, like, so obviously we've got this Discord, and when everyone came in first, everyone was like, hi, I am so and so, and immediately went into their medical conditions, because I think that's, you're so used to being told what you can't do that you do think you are these labels. But over the last couple of weeks, people are now engaging, talking, not even in groups that are to do with their illness, if that makes sense. They're making friends with common interests, and it's about building people out, building people up, giving them, they have got self-worth, building that self-esteem up. We've even got like a recovery bookshelf for people to share their recovery stories and the positivities of it. And I think out of all this horrendousness, and it is, because there's been lots of sad stories, lots of people affected, I am just really proud of the community that we're building. That people are being supportive of those in recovery, being supportive of those that are in recovery, being supportive of those that have got chronic illness, but also sort of saying, you know, have you tried crocheting? Do you want me to show you? This is a bugbear for me because I can't do it for shit. Do you want me to show you how to do it? Oh, I've always wanted to do that. Do you want me to show you? And it's almost like we've got an online village. And after this Kirsten stuff is over, I think the chronic illness community will rebuild, will come back together, and will stop this toxicity. Because there is this toxicity out there. There is this whole, you said, she said, they said, and then it's like, well, my treatment's this, so you can't be right. Everybody's body's so different.
Exactly.
Everyone's trusts are so different. Everyone's consultants are so different. So just because you're in a particular pathway does not mean to say that someone with the same label is going to be, because they are literally on their own pathway. And they might be resistant to the drug that you're taking, or they might have adverse reactions, or their consultant might be trialing something new because they're a university hospital. There's loads of things that is a reason why you'd have different treatments. So big up. Please, everybody give Lone Wolf Lou a follow, because she sounds
Thank you very much.
She sounds like a very positive person in the community. And
I think there's always something positive to look at. You know, there's, I know people probably hate the cliche of like, oh, there's always someone worse off than yourself, but there always is, you know, and there's always something positive to find in your life in that way. You know, it's like, for me, it's my son, and he makes me laugh and smile pretty much every day, you know, and so, you know, there's things to be positive about in that way. And sometimes it's finding new ways of doing things. I mean, I call it like extreme wheelchair cleaning, when I like say, oh, I'm going to like sweep the kitchen floor or something. Can I use my wheelchair or my Hoover? And, you know, and it's kind of like, I've bashed into my Henry Hoover with my wheelchair that many times and sent poor Henry flying across the room, you know, you know, and it's laughing about things sometimes as well, and finding that humour and stuff as well. It's not being so, you know, yes, we have to have our times, and we all have our times where we're not going to be feeling good, and we need to express that, but it's also not living in that all the time, because otherwise you're going to pull yourself down. You don't need other people to pull you down. You're going to pull yourself down if you do that.
Do you know what, as well, I think we often develop a dark sense of humour. So my best friend of many years, she passed away a few years ago. She had lots of problems. She was on dialysis, and she lost legs. And, you know, she said she would joke about things, and she'd say the first thing that people think that when they see me in the wheelchairs, especially after like the Paralympics, is that I'm going to pick a bow and arrow up. And I was like, come on, you can't blame him, can you? And I was like, look at the positives. Because at first, obviously, she had one leg amputated. I was like, it's the right foot that if you go to the shop, it's the shoe that's on display. You never have to pay for shoes again. So it's those things, that dark moments and that humour. And we just pissed ourselves laughing. It's just like,
oh yeah, definitely.
You've got to see that, because it is a cliche where they go, well, there's always someone worse than you. We call it top trumps in my group of friendship now, and obviously we've got Gio as terminal, and she's got the biggest top trump, and she uses it. Whenever we have an argument, she'll go, but I am dying. And I'll just go, oh God. And then
there's nothing more you can say to that, really.
No, and my other friend's an amputee, and she'll be like, well, I've only got one leg, and I've had cancer twice, and I'll just be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Top trumps. But yeah, thank you for coming up. Everyone, make sure you give her a follow, and thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I'll kick you out. You have to go, wee!
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Whee! I forget. Right, Luann next. Hello. Do you want to turn your mic on? I muted you because I could hear your background noise. Luann? Let's request the microphone to go on. niece, happy birthday to you. Luann, are you there? Hello? Hello? Okay. Kate, while we're waiting, what do you want to say, lovely? Oh, can I I'm going to put a picture up, hang on. While you're speaking. Kate, do you want to turn your microphone back on? I turned yours up. Hello.
Yeah, as you were saying, like our Discord group now is brilliant, and I think a lot of people kind of forget because chronic illness takes over your whole life, and you are constantly worrying about what appointments, drugs, meds, what you're collecting, what appointments you've got going on, and suddenly you forget that you are also a human being. You are not just your diagnosis. You are not just what your doctors are telling you or what list of things you need to do. And it's sad that Kay, her whole life is now sitting in front of a screen and lying about things that most of us would never ever want going on in our lives.
Are you Kate in the Discord? Are you Kate in the Discord?
I am Kate. Yeah,
you're Kate.
I'm the murder-loving, psychopath one.
The person
in the
with
group.
the padlock, Kate, that we've done an emoji for you.
Wait, no, I'm the other one. I think there's many of us.
Other one? Oh, there's all the Kates. We'll have all the.
There's
Kates.
all the Kates in that group. I'm the one that wanted the true crime section of this group.
Ah, murder loving Kate. Okay, yeah, murder loving Kate. That's it.
Murder loving Kate. No one's ever going to expect the disabled people to be the murderers.
No, well, that's mind you. CCSI.
It's another thing we can get away with. But yeah, like. At the moment, you've got that lovely picture of her pump at the moment. The pump that her current, her area have never had.
No, that's what I was
as a supplier.
It's very old as well, and she's only just moved
very old.
over.
I've just got my new pumps were just delivered, and we have never used those pumps in our area.
Are you in the same? Are you in the same area? You can.
I am in the same area.
I think she felt the G
and she got very upset that I knew much about tubes, and that is why I was blocked. Because she gave me some very dodgy advice.
Did she give you dodgy advice?
Yeah, but I've had feeding tubes for 10 years now, and
hey, Selena.
I knew. I knew that was bullshit.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Like, well, she doesn't like it, so she'll block you.
And
Can
so
someone
I got
give Sid the Discord link, please? As I say, it's not. It's not a GP surgery, is it? We're trying to.
Join the group, and you'll find friends. You'll find random shit to talk about. We don't just talk about Kay. We talk about loads of stuff, and it's a really lovely, supportive group. And
signed helicopter photo. I bet she did. I didn't debunk the last helicopter. I actually didn't debunk. We didn't know why.
Oh no, we did.
No. It did go there. It did go there. I didn't. I didn't debunk it. I said it flew around. It did 3 journeys. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she didn't go to hospital. But it was dispatched. Yeah, it's not about Kirsten now. A lot of people, I think everyone's going, oh, where's the tea? Where's the chronic KT group? Oh, where's the tea? Actually, it's not, because guess what? People have moved on. People have made new friends. I think it's a busy Discord server for about 24 hours. Like, there literally is someone on there.
There is always someone awake.
Yeah, so if you've got, if you've got like, do you know what I mean? If you've got, just get well soon from Hems. Okay. So yeah, if you can't sleep and you've got insomnia or you're in pain, there's always someone there. There's always someone there. I go and poke my head in each room every now and then. Some of them I'd think not my bag.
Great pictures of cats, dogs, and other random animals.
Yeah, do you know what? I just think... Oh, I've lost Gio. I need to call her back on that one.
Honestly, I'd say join the group. We're all a bit crazy. We're... You'll find... But it's not a drama group. It's just a load of friends, basically.
It is, isn't it? I think people think that there's, oh, what's all this
There's
going
no
on?
tea. There's no like secret, you know, expose. It's all just people getting on, which apparently is incredibly boring to some.
Yeah, it is. So if you would like to join, it's Discord. The group is Discord. Some of my mods can. Oh, what is this doing? Bear with. I'm literally having a nightmare today. Technology is not my friend. Anyone that would like the Discord, the links, it is in my bio. You have to cut and paste it out. We're talking about Kirsten here. I bought a gift from Amazon. She seems lovely. I'm confused. Maria, the best thing for you to do is, rather than me have to go through 2 weeks of recaps, is to go onto the Observer on YouTube and watch the videos. That would be the best thing for you to do. Yes.
Sally, I would say that where she currently is located, as we all know, she is incredibly special, incredibly rare, and she has conditions that none of us has ever even dabbled in. She would be seen by Cambridge.
Yeah.
And she's not.
Let's take you off the camera. No.
Norwich regularly refer the complex people to Cambridge.
I do believe she has been there before, or she has been to Addenbrooke's. But
yeah, but normally Norfolk and Norwich will refer you to Cambridge if you are very complex.
No, Gio went oops because she called back on that and I clicked on that, but she's not on there now. Yeah, I know. We do see it. What's that? Somebody just said, or Ipswich. Someone's put, I'm under Cambridge. She misnamed doctors there. Yeah, I don't, you know, at the end of the day, yes, anybody that wants to be added to the Discord, please just flag up one of the mods. Just go mod. You can do, if you like diamond art, there's diamond art. Oh my God, Kate is everything, isn't there? Everything you can think of.
There is everything. There is crochet, there is diamond art, there is true crime, there is books, there is film, there's TV, there are pets.
Photography.
There is photography.
Books, yeah, books. There's
music.
Music, there's a recovery bookshelf.
TikTok vibes.
Yeah. So, you know.
More business.
Yeah. A little bit of mischief.
Mental health. For people with feeding tubes, there's a Tubi hangout.
There is a Tubi hangout. We don't want any medical advice in there. We're not a GP surgery.
No,
but
no,
you
we
can
just like
say, like, you know, like I went to the doctor today and I was like, look, do you think my daughter could change her insulin? I've heard about this one. I've heard about that one. I'm not going to go, right, we're changing her insulin. And then I weigh up the pros and cons. I don't want medical advice given in there because obviously it's very dangerous and we shouldn't be doing it. And that's what a reason I want Kirsten off here, because she does give medical advice. But I just love that you're all just hanging out, making friends, you know. Yeah, there is. You know, Tea Leaf, as I say, it's an app, Shishi. It's an app. It's an app that you download that's like, I don't even know.
Is it still on your link tree, Sal?
Am I still what? It's still, yeah, it's on my
link tree. On your link tree
you
thing?
just have to cut and paste it. You know, let me see. I don't know if I've got Discord on this phone because I've just had to put the other one on because obviously Gio was on that one. And we're not showing Gio. She's not very well. It's an app. It's like a chat app. You can go into chat rooms. It looks very confusing when you first go in there. It looks like, oh crap, what's this? But once you start going in there, once you start getting used to it, it's really easy. And to be fair, you generally find your threads and you make a group of people. I'm not a mod on the Discord, but if you copy and paste the link in, no, Shannon, I mean, like, yeah, thank you. Just like doing that. The mod's on the Discord. Once you get accepted, you put into the holding area, which is called Gen Pop, which is the general population, as Gio would call it. And you'll be sent a message. You open a ticket, but don't worry, they'll show you how to do it. You basically say what your interests are. There you go. Selena said, inbox me and I'll send you the link as well. Yeah, you'll basically get get given a few questions because we have had a few people coming in there from Kirsten's and trying to screenshot things. But if they want to come in and talk about books and stuff, they're more than welcome. But there is no gossip about Kirsten in there. People have moved on. Don't flatter yourself. Thank you very much. Right, Kate, thank you very much for coming up, lovely, and I'll see you in the true crimes box, yeah? Don't murder me.
Yeah. Sorry, my dogs have just kicked off, so I muted it. But yeah.
You. I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Whee!
Whee! And she's gone. Right, bear with me. Luann, are you there? I don't know why she's there. Hello, Luann. Is she there? I think I know who it is. Hello, are you there, lovely? Oh, I think I know who it is. Right, while we're waiting, so I don't know what's going on there. Hello. Can I say, is it Gillet? I can't pronounce your name. Hello? Lara? How do I pronounce her name? G, are you there? Hello? What would you like to talk about? I think everyone's stuck in the cupboard. Maybe I'll do it so they can add again. I hope they're okay. I think everyone's in a cupboard today. I don't think no one wants to talk to me. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. They don't want to talk to me. They could be time traveling, yeah. Hey, Emily. I don't want to talk to me. No one wants to talk to me today. See if she's come back. I want to speak to this person. Where are you? Oh, thank you so much. And I don't know where it went. Did it go to him? Did he get it? Thank you so much. Please, yeah, everyone join the Discord. Join the Discord. Honestly, everyone's making some really... Yeah, the cats are here. The cats are like, are you going to feed me or what? There you go. Louise is in there. Louise is our IT wizard. Yes, you can hear a cat. I have 3 cats and I have 14 guinea pigs. Just 3 cats, 14 guinea pigs. You can hear Sweetie. She's my little northern cat. Yep, there's the IT wizard. Big up the IT wizard. Yes, you need to make a ticket. All right, Louise, come in the box. Louise, come in the box. Just explain, please, about the Discord. Please, just come in. You don't have to speak. You don't have to put your camera on. Just explain it, please. You explain it. Hello. 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 Can you explain the process, please?
Discord is a messaging app that is kind of a mix between like different chats but within the same server. So you go into the server, it pops you to a page where you have to accept some rules first. These rules are in place to keep everybody safe and happy. You have to accept the rules to be able to chat in the text box. Once you have done that, it will then put you to the general page where people will probably wave to you and go, hiya, welcome to the Discord. Once you have done that, you can open a ticket. It will be on your left-hand side of the server. Open a ticket, press create ticket, and it will open a private message between the admins of the group and yourself. Once you have opened a ticket, please provide us with your age and your TikTok so that we can verify who you are. This is just to keep everybody safe. Then we will say, what groups are you interested in? Would you like to join our mental health chat or our GB chat or the LGBTQ plus chat, etc., etc.? And then you will get added to the chats, and then you may talk as you will. Those chats are specifically locked just because they contain people's like personal experiences that we don't necessarily want everybody to be able to see. But many of the other chats, like the gaming or pets or true crime or film, anything that's like hobby related and not medical related, is open to everyone.
They said you sound like an airplane announcement. Can I just say, what I heard
Thank you for this safety message. Prepare for takeoff.
And exit here.
Please fasten your seatbelt. This is
You've
to
just
keep.
been sent a heart and a butterfly from the Geo, from your adopted
Thank you,
sister.
Geo.
Can I just say, to me, it sounded like wah 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 wah
Wah, 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 wah.
But if you're stuck, then please. This is a
Yes.
person. It's the IT wizard of the RNSA.
If you get stuck and you cannot find the open a ticket thing, what happens is when you open a ticket, it will like ping your into a separate chat that's at the very, very, very bottom of the threads section to the side. So like there's like a little bar that has little drop down menus with all the different categories. It will be at the very bottom of that. It'll be something like ticket 0670 or something like that. And that is where your ticket will be, and that is where we can help you. It is also there for if you have any concerns regarding another member or someone's safety, or if you have seen something on TikTok that you would like to bring to our attention. That is also a good way to notify us because we can check it easier than it getting lost in the general chat.
Right, I have two questions I want to answer to Maria. Maria, the Discord link, you have to cut and paste it and then put it in. It's not a hyperlink. Also, Maria, you said, I'm trying to go back to your question. Back in you text too much, you lot. This seems very cruel to me. You can clearly see she's poorly. I sent her a gift, etc. We are raising awareness. We have been told by the police to raise awareness as we tried. There actually was going to be a crime against her, which was extortion via deception, but because of her mental health, the CPS will not prosecute. However, it's become clear that there isn't just one person here that is a victim of that. If you really truly knew what she has done, it's not cruel. I've proved that she gets free tubes off of selling sites. If you'd like me to if you want me to re-show, I can more than happy re-show that. I'll just call them up, hang on. I have proved that she has 3 feeding pumps, which actually are not in her area. You would only have 1, and she has 3 feeding pumps that are all different brands. I have proved that she bought her hospital bed and bought her wheelchairs. I have proved, so this is by fact. This is not a hate live. I actually want to get the young lady some help. In the background, what you don't see after the lives is the work that me and a team of people put together, collecting information from people that have given her things, that she has given dangerous medical advice to. And we are going through the appropriate channels. This isn't for entertainment. I don't make anything out of this. In fact, if the gifts that I got over the last 3 weeks, I think we worked it out, didn't we? It was like 0.001 pence or something per hour. The amount of work that we're putting in behind the scenes, you guys can't see this, and I can't tell you about it, and probably until after the fact. I've been accused of gatekeeping because I won't give other creators on TikTok any information. This is not my information to give. Not my information to give. It is the story of the victims. I will not share it. It's their trauma, not my trauma. And yeah, it's just not going to happen, really. So, yeah, yes, it's a life-size cut out of the rock behind me. It's not really, it's real, because I'm an AI genius. I'm an AI genius. It is a full-time job and more. Actually, I did less work when I had a full-time job, Emily. It's just become ridiculous. We don't go to bed until... Louise, what time do we go to bed?
Well, I went off at like 2:30, but I think you guys stay up later. We're usually in a call for like 7 or 8 hours after these lives.
We're answering messages. Everyone that messages me, everyone that sends us stuff, you know. Yes, it is possible for someone to insert an NG tube. Yes, it is. The other day it was 3 a.m. Oh, thank you. I did it. I refreshed it again. It's good, isn't it?
So when you join the Discord, people will message and know that we are not ignoring any messages you say, whether it's in the gen chat or a different chat or a ticket. We get like sometimes upward of 40 messages a day and then have to catch up on them, and then Sally goes live again and then we get another 40 messages during the day. So we're trying our best to respond to all of them. We all have like some sort of chronic illness and are not well, and trying to do this in our own time while managing our own lives and chronic illnesses. Just be patient with us.
Yeah, please be. Like, all of the people that help me are like, I can't pay them, because if not, you'd get 0.00000. Was about 4 or 5 of you. So split that penny into you lot. Well, it's not even a penny, is it? It's 0.000. Yeah, it's I can't pay you. So they are all volunteers. So as soon as we finish the lives, we then go to our message boxes, we then go to our emails, we then go to our Discords, we let people in, we have to answer questions, and then at the moment, I've got to be honest with you, Gio and myself have actually been subject to harassment as well, so we're having to deal with that as well. So it's not a vibe, is it? It's not a vibe.
Not a vibe.
Not a vibe whatsoever.
0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Do not recommend it. Never start doing this. Yeah. But we have to do it for conclusion. Right, this is for Maria and anybody that wasn't in yesterday. This is for you. Okay. So this is what the police had said. I can appreciate that you've mentioned it's caused a lot of vocalisation on TikTok. I would urge you not to be drawn into this debate or publicise that the police are investigating. We already said that. And obtain as much evidence as possible without them being able to delete it. This was about the actual creator, but it's fine because we've got all that. This may potentially hinder any investigations. If you do know of others that experience the same with Kirsten again, I would urge you and advise you to report this to us and quote the crime reference number, but you need to come and ask us. So we can link the reports together to build a bigger picture and understand what's going on and still may be going on. Okay? That is that. So we have obviously gone to the services. Then I also showed, I'm showing, if you weren't here yesterday, we showed, well, if she's not sick, how could she possibly have tubes? And how could she possibly have tubes? Bear with, I've got somebody in here now. I don't know what that's going on. How could she possibly have tubes and equipment? Bear with me, Stacey. Did Luann go? Well, I need to speak to her. If I think it's who it is, I'm going to personally message her. Right, okay. So these are on free Facebook sites where people share their surplus medical equipment. I think I've said before, I don't know if we've got it in the Discord yet, Louise, about Jacob's Well. I urge you not to give stuff to these sites, because how do we know? These sites are not regulated. They're not regulated. There's no qualification whether you have a need to have this equipment. And I think it's very dangerous, especially when it comes to nasal tubes, etc. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I'm not allowed to mention it on TikTok. I think it's very dangerous to a particular group of people to be able to get hold of this stuff. So there are free sites where people are, there you go, Jess said, I was in a gastroparesis support group and she was constantly asking if she's gone. Okay, so I'm not going to say does she have seizures or not, because seizures could be caused by lots of reasons. Seizures could be caused by non-epilepsy. Seizures could be caused by epilepsy, or seizures also could be caused by The side effects of drugs you're taking? I had to think of very carefully how I worded that. There can be drug-induced seizures. So I am not saying whether she does or she doesn't, you know. I have not seen her medical records. I am just saying what I see. So obviously people kept saying, well, how's she getting feed? Why's she got 3 pumps? We debunked that. You should only have 1, and the manufacturer for her CCG is usually Nutricia, something like that. They will tell you in the comments because they know this all now. Then obviously, so if you look at this, it starts in March 2022. Bear with me. She's going to say, but that's 2 years ago, and Sally made it up because she's an AI genius and she made all these Facebooks up. These are just things. She is excluded from these groups now. So the supply chain is going to get smaller, and I will continue. And I mean it to the point where I've actually gone to my local MP that I think, yes, there is, bear with me please, that I think that these sites should be regulated. I do not think you should be able to get this stuff and do things yourself. And it is available, freely available, for the cost of postage. I want it regulated. As a mum of 2 young girls, I'm really concerned that you can get things like this. Right, it was during COVID, she said, except it wasn't. Okay, let's go through this, right? Please delete if not allowed. Does anyone have any spare vital 1 point calorie feeds? I can't get any delivered right now due to issues with my script, but I'm willing to cover the postage or whatever. Yep, you're right, it's 2022. Let's go along. Still 2022, I don't suppose anyone has any more feed there. I don't suppose anyone has any feed. Still 2022, bear with. April 2022, does anyone have any? She's got another issue. That's 3 months on the trot she's had an issue. July 2022, has anyone got any feeds? It's a different one this time though. It's Peptisorb. Plus, I don't know what HEHP is, but people in the comments will do. She missed her last delivery due to being in hospital. I don't know about you, but I get, like, literally, I've had deliveries from manufacturers of medical equipment within 3 hours. They even sent a taxi in the middle of the night from Newcastle to get to me. So I can't rate them enough. So anyway, I'm carrying on now because, you know, I don't want to be told this is last year. So, here we go. And guess what? So in June she had a problem as well. She wanted 8FR, 10FR NG tubes. 8 or 10 because she's not bothered about it. They can send me if I can cover the postage costs. In that also she put that she was fighting for her independence and she wanted private care. Can you help her? August 2022, people might think we're having issues with Nutricia stock. Bearing in mind she's not actually on a Nutricia feed, she's actually on an Abbott. She has an Abbott machine. She stopped tolerating her old food, and she needs some more. She'll pay the postage costs. 5th of November 2022, anybody else? Can we have some feed? This is just from one group, by the way, guys. One group. Bearing in mind there's multiple of them, and one of them doesn't even want to know what we're doing. So we're putting, we're going to suggest alternatives to support somebody else's business. Hello, lovelies. I was wondering if anyone has any 10ml or 20ml Lure Slip or Lure Lock syringes. So we need some syringes as well. Lovelies, guess what? 2023, she's having the problem with her feeds again. I tell you what, Nutrison, terrible. Well, yeah. 2023, has anyone got any ENFit adapters from CAF to ENFit? Like for a freak peg? J for the gastric port, I'm needing some please, and I'll happily pay postage. 21st of March, she wants some feeds and some drainage bags. July, her lovelies, guess what? She's got a problem with the feed again. She wants some more feed. 23rd February, ENFit adapters from CAFs. March, she's got problems with feed again. July 2023, she's having such stock issues getting it. She hasn't got, her nutrition nurse is telling me that they've got hardly any feeds available. It sounds terrible for you guys that are on this feed. The delivery shortages this year, 6th of January. I wonder if anyone has any 15ml ENFit drainage bags they can spare me. 6th of January this year. 16th of April this year. Has anyone got any spare drainage bags again? So, this is just one group. One group. Yes, I do want that crime reference number, please, Kirsty. That would be lovely. This is just one group. We're waiting for other ones to come from other groups. Just one group. There are many Tubi groups on Facebook that give away stuff. I think it needs to be stopped. I don't agree with it. Why should you be able to get medical equipment that has been paid for by the NHS to abuse it? It's dangerous. Absolutely dangerous, and it needs to stop. And we have put it into the MPs. Skiggle is a registered charity. They do not qualify anybody that needs that equipment. There is nothing that says, are you prescribed this equipment? Do you need this equipment? This is dangerous. You can get all sorts on those sites, and I mean all sorts. You are not only aiding people that have a mental illness or fictitious disorder, but you're contributing to ED. You are contributing to a lot of things that people are going to harm themselves. You should have to prove that you are prescribed these items. I'm all for recycling, right? I'm all for not putting things in a landfill. I hate landfill. Do you want to be kicked out, Louise? Louise, do you want to be kicked out? Do you want to be kicked out?
I'll join the video call in a second.
All right, okay. So you have to say wee. I didn't drop you. Wee. She's off. I think it's absolutely dangerous. Kate K had screenshots from another group. Stacey,
I think she's got Munchausen.
I think you're probably with the general population there.
And she's the reason why people like myself, when I go to the doctors, are fighting with doctors, because she's balmy.
She is. Maria, we will never judge in here. I'm here literally to provide you evidence, to provide you proof for you to make your own mind up. I am never, ever, ever going to tell you who to follow, who to spend your money on. I am just causing, like I said, like we've been told to do, come on social media, it is our power, and warn people that this is actually a thing. And if anyone has affected...
Does she put the tubes in herself?
I cannot confirm nor deny that, but I could, obviously if you're buying them, if you're getting them yourself, they're not being fitted by a hospital, are they?
How on earth do you put... I couldn't even imagine.
I don't even like blowing my nose, so it's not going to be something that I'm going to start doing, just to tell you. But I mean, you know, it's not just.
But no, I just thought I'd come up to say that I think she's got Munchausen, and
it's called fictitious disorder now. They renamed it, reclassified it under the DSM. Yeah, they reclassified it. But I know what you mean, and we do believe that is one of the mental illnesses that she does have. So,
because I'm a little bit off topic here, but it's a bit like not like, but is like a bit like the Gypsy Rose thing, because I believe that she's got Munchausen and her mum had Munchausen you know what I mean?
By proxy. It's now called fictitious disorder by another, but yeah.
But yeah,
I've learned so much that I will never ever use again in my life, Stacey. Never. Let me just say that. Never.
But yeah, that's the only because I honestly believe she's and she probably gets gifts there and everywhere because people feel sorry for her.
And that was the thing. This was never about TikTok gifts, because she didn't want TikTok gifts. Because when you give a gift to somebody in TikTok take just under 70% away. So she was never going to make any money on TikTok. That's why these big creators want more big gifts, and they don't even acknowledge your little ones, because you might have sent £1 out, but they're getting 25p or 30p. Okay.
Yeah.
She wants you to buy things from her wish list. She wants
that's
cash to buy the medical equipment, because she does buy things off eBay as well. I've shown proof of that. Those NJ tubes are £75 a tube. Those feed pumps are £300 a feed pump. We've done this already. We've pulled it up. You can buy it on eBay. It's all there. And she goes on. You can. I hate to say this, and this is what else I've written to the MP about. You can buy prescription medicines without your doctor even knowing. Just saying.
What?
Yep.
I do know that only, well, I didn't realise you could buy all prescription medicine, because I know somebody who buys the kids. It's not a drug; it's a herbal. To help them sleep. What do you call it?
Oh, melatonin.
Yeah. I know a friend who buys melatonin because the hospital generally won't prescribe it, even though a child does need it. So she gets the gummies from America, but I didn't know you could get proper medicines.
In this country, you can get things to stop the periods. You can get diuretics, emetics. You can get everything. I don't know about hardcore controlled. I don't think you can buy insulin. But I'm sure you could if you really wanted to. So yeah,
I'm sure she would if she could.
I was really shocked. I'm not going to lie. I was really shocked at what you could get out there. And I thought they told your GP, because I've done it before. And I thought they told your GP, because what I said, I want my GP to know that I'd done it. Because he told me to go and do it. Because it's not something they prescribe. And I was like, well, fine, I'll get I'll go down that route, and because it's a private prescription. And I thought everybody had to tell their GP what they were doing, but nope. You can click a box to say nope. There you go.
Wow,
Maria.
Right. Well, I'm going to drop down now.
Kick you. Right. You know what you have to do. You know this drill.
Whee!
And she's gone. Hi, Maria.
Hello. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm not too bad.
Good. Thank you for raising awareness. Somebody come onto Kirsten's live and said that you were talking about her, and I thought, oh, well, that's not very nice. That's really cruel, because I'm a really kind person, so kind-hearted that I can be drawn in so easily, clearly, and it's made me want to back off and not be so kind. But basically, I came across Kirsten only 2 weeks ago. A week or two ago, she came up on my FYP, and I thought, oh my goodness, she's really poorly. How can I help her? Because she was saying that she suffered with chronic pain and things like that. And I myself suffer with chronic pain. So when I come across people like that, it makes me feel, really not sorry for them, but it makes me feel really empathetic and things, because I kind of get it. As for the NJ tube thing, I don't understand any of it. And I can't believe what I'm seeing, that she inserts them herself and etc. And I brought her gifts on Amazon as well, because I just wanted to spread kindness, because she was saying that she can't walk or something, she has to, she's paralyzed, and I just thought, oh my goodness, this girl is going through so much. And I thought, how can I help you? What can I do? And then I said, do you have a wish list or anything? And she said, yeah. And I was saying, can I buy you a gift or something? And then she was like, no, it's fine. And I was like, no, please, I really, really want to. Because somebody in here just said, weren't you begging to buy something off her wish list? And I said, well, yeah, I was, but I didn't know any of this. So, please don't judge me.
No, there is no judgment. Most people have been in here before. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a video so I can show you. Oh, where's my Agadoo video? Of her actually standing up, that she said was 2 years ago. I'm not a hate life. I've never been a mod. I've never even been a follower. My name's Sally, and I'm also an empath. I have lots of TikTok adopted children. I've been on the app 3-4 years. I normally run a little group of like-minded, sort of like neurodiverse. There's people with chronic illness and disabilities, people with children with disabilities. And basically one of my very close adopted children who is terminally ill and has 22 diagnoses. And if you go on to YouTube, you will see her story, so I won't go into it too deep. But she came to me and my best friend and said, I've saved some money up and I really want to do something for this girl who's terminally ill, like me, and she's only 25. At this time, Kirsten had told her that she was terminally ill. She told her that she got a list of diagnoses. And she said, I've saved up some money and I want to do, like, because obviously what we've been doing with Georgie is we've been doing a bit of a bucket list. She's too poorly at the moment to do it, but we went to Manchester Gay Village and we've been doing like things that she wanted to do without making, but it backfired a bit. We all got COVID. Well, no, she got COVID. I got pneumonia. Anyway. So we've been doing, you know, we were doing things like that, and she said, "Oh, I want to give her some money so that her and her family can go and create a memory." And I'd seen Alex, it's an awareness page, a couple of days before, a few days, it was more than a couple, and I saw it, and at the time I thought, oh God, I hope Gio doesn't see this. I really, really, really hope Gio doesn't see this, because she's got tubes up her nose, and I hope if this person's not legit, I hope she's not seen it. So I still said to her, is it Chronic Kiki? And she went, no. I went, oh, that's good. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's not her name. I said, what's her name? And she said, Kirsten. I said, can you do me a favour? Can you go and look at her username? She came back and said, yeah, it's Chronic Kiki. Anyway, it turns out that Georgie had been watching her for 20 months. Just dipping in and out of the lives over the time where, you know, she is awake or not poorly or in a hospital. And she had spent £2,500. She is the person that has paid for a lot of the equipment. And it was soul destroying. Georgie is autistic. She doesn't trust people usually. She came into our group and she never even spoke at first. She used to sleep in my lives at night. She opened up. She started trusting people, and obviously that trust went out there. And she, yeah, so that's why I got involved. So we went to the police. I never came on TikTok. We never said anything. We went to the police. We filed everything, and they said it's going to be extortion via deception. We went to the police. Our officer in charge went on holiday, and then the powers above decided that they couldn't prosecute her because she is very mentally unwell. So the CPS can't find her culpable of what she's doing. The only thing that fits that culpability is fictitious disorder. Because you do not deliberately lie. You are not saying, do you know what I mean? You're not physically saying you're lying. Now, I can't say 100%, but I can say that people have. She met people in mental health facilities, and she said she had fictitious disorder. So that ties in with that. We were told that Mum and Dad were called into a meeting, and that Mum said nothing. Dad was very vocal, but the agreement was that Dad was to get her in some kind of help and take her off the internet to stop doing what she's doing.
I was going to say, how is she still allowed to be on TikTok and online when it's this dangerous? And I saw somebody say that somebody's passed away because of advice that she gave, and I just want more insight to that, because that's...
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. I heard that myself as a rumour. I'm not going to even comment on it, because there could be lots of reasons. Do you know what I mean? There could be lots of reasons. There's been no confirmation. There's been no family that's come out and said it, so I wouldn't want to talk about it.
It's just dangerous. Like, how is she still allowed to be online? Like, why hasn't her accounts been banned? Like, it's just dangerous.
Because we have reported it. We have reported it to TikTok. We have reported it to Ofcom. We've reported it. We've reported her to safeguarding. Agencies are being very, very slow. I'm used to this. I am a trustee for a rough sleeper charity. I am used to this process. I am used to things taking months. And my worst case scenario, as I've had happen with many rough sleepers, is I've lost them. I've put safeguarding in, and those people aren't here today. Those people have died of seizures, of medication, of, you know, and this frightens me. I've appealed to her dad. As I say, I'm not a troll. I'm not a hate life. I'm a 50-year-old woman of 2 disabled children. I have chronic illnesses myself. I actually I never thought it would go this big. I thought I'd come on with Georgie, I'd chat a little bit, we'd get it out there, people would share it, jobs are good un. But so many people have come forward where she's given advice. It's involved children. And everyone's going to the police, everyone's going to their MPs, everyone's going to social services. But the thing is, everybody's got to be coordinated. And, you know, I'm sorry, but these systems are broke. These systems don't work. I've been working in them for 7 years, you know. It's those who scream the loudest. So the more people that come forward, the more people that we collect evidence for and give to those appropriate authorities and agencies, the more we can do about it. It needs to be stopped. I find it horrific that you can get medical equipment and pretend to be poorly.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It frightens me.
Scary. Yeah, so scary.
She is a master of manipulation. She uses coercive control. She uses that
because I've been dragged into it, and I'm quite surprised. Like, well, I'm not surprised because I'm just a kind person, but I'm not surprised. I'm just angry, I guess.
I've been to a GP as well, Jules. I've done that through the CQC. It's really frightening. It's really frightening. As I say, I'm not a hate life. She's saying I'm making things up with AE and I'm a hate life. I'm not. I'm just trying to warn people. I'm not going to tell you who to follow. If you want to give everybody your money, that's up to you, because you earn your own money and you can do what you want with it. All I want to do is say to people, just think twice, question things, especially when it comes to this medical thing, because you are actually enabling this person. With what you're doing is enabling this person who is very mentally unwell, and she needs help. She needs to be safeguarded, and those around her and the general public need to be safeguarded against her. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a cruel, mean, horrible person. It's just too scary. This is like a whole Netflix thing that's turned up out of this. I just thought I'd come on, do my bit, and then go back to me old lady chores.
I just think it's amazing that you're taking your time out to raise awareness, because if I would have still continued to probably gift her and talk to her and try and help her, and if you weren't on here and somebody didn't come onto the live and say, like, somebody's the words were somebody's bashing you out. So I was like, what? That's not very nice. So I went onto the person's profile, looked who they were following, saw who was live, came on, and then that's why I said, is this about Kirsten? And then that's when it was like, yes, it is. And at first I was like, well, this is a bit cruel. Like, what's going on here? And now I've seen things and I'm like, oh, wow, like, it's true. Like, and I just think it's amazing that you're on here raising awareness, because
my family don't. My family don't, I can tell you. But just for example, you know what you're saying about she's kind of sweet and whatever, the way that she does it. She's very a master manipulator. I'm just going to play this video. Can you see it on my screen? Right. Watch this video. This is one I showed yesterday. My children are also type 1 diabetics, so I know everything about diabetes, and they have autism. So this is the sort of stuff that she does to ask. Oh, I'm having technology issues, something rotten today. Right, bear with.
Only got one left. It's my last one though.
Oh Jesus.
See, I need to put him in. Bear with me. Do you see that sort of puppy dog eyes? I've only got one left. They're life-saving glucose treatments.
Only got one left. It's my last one though.
Oh Jesus.
video, by the way. And the thing is, she's got lots of vulnerable people that are mods. And the way that she asks for things for her mods, like, I'm going to be homeless. I've got the bailiffs coming round. If you can help me any way to loan me money, I will pay you back. I've got the messages.
And that's really scary, because that's something that I would actually do. So I live in supported living because I don't want any sympathy. I'm just saying why I was like dragged into her lies, I guess. But I live in supported living, and I jumped from a bridge last year, and I'm disabled permanently. So that's why I was so empathetic towards her, because she was like clearly poorly, but obviously not. But and she does come across really kind and genuine and sweet, and like she is actually poorly, and that worries me, because if her mods are vulnerable, and I don't like to call myself vulnerable, but my support workers always do it, and I hate it, but and I definitely would like help her if she asked and said like she's going to be homeless. I would be like, come and live with me. Obviously not, I wouldn't now, because obviously you've shown that it's true and that she is lying, so it's disheartening and it's scary, because yeah.
Do you know what? I don't mean to like, obviously your story, but I actually know someone else who's the same boat as you, that smashed her ankles up from doing the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So look, at the end of the day, we have a lovely Discord community. If you've got Discord, to join us. It's not about illnesses, it's about hobbies and interests. If you want to dip your toe in the water, you're more than welcome to come in. It's not just chronically ill people, it's like a village of people now. And there's also a recovery bookshelf where everyone says about their small wins, about their recovery. Whether that be mental health, addiction, or alcohol, and anything really. We're celebrating their small wins and being very positive. So yeah,
it's really disheartening, because if there's people like her on this lying, so I shared my story on my TikTok to raise awareness and to make people feel less alone. But if there's people like her lying about this stuff, then people are gonna lose faith and think that people like me are lying, and it's really like, I don't know, it's just really disheartening. But you said somebody that that's in a similar situation to me. So I broke my spine, left leg and right foot, and I've got metal work in all three places. I don't know anybody that's in like a similar situation.
I think she damaged her spine, but if you want to private message me, and I'll private message her.
Yeah.
She's also in supported accommodation as well. So
I would love to speak to somebody that's in a similar situation, but I'm going to jump down now because I'm quite angry and annoyed. But
don't let it eat you up. Unfortunately, it just shows what a beautiful, and the comments have said it too, it just shows what a beautiful, compassionate person you are with empathy. It doesn't make you vulnerable. We're all vulnerable in certain ways. Just some people are very manipulative, and we don't like to think that the world is like that. No. So it just shows that you're a kind, compassionate, empathetic woman. So thank you for coming in.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, you take care.
Guys, and thank you for the gifts. Bye.
All right, take care. Whee! Right, who's next? Gabrielle. Hello, Gabrielle. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, it seemed to have muted me, but I've got a little one, so I apologise. Little one's autistic, so if he starts bothering me, I'll just mute myself.
Don't you worry about that.
Obviously, I don't say much in Kay's life, for the simple fact that you obviously keep your enemies a bit closer. If I could say that, please reword my words if I'm saying things wrong.
Close and, your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There's quite a few things that she does post, and So I suffer from dissociative seizures myself, and I've seen quite a few people call them pseudo seizures. And one thing I'd like to be changed in society is pseudo, because if you Google it, it means fake. But because there's people like her out there, there's people who actually suffer with them that end up getting penalised and brushed off and told that they're in that same category. Obviously, we don't know the ins and outs of what she's, maybe other people do, but you don't know the ins and outs of what everyone goes through. And maybe certain things she does say, she might have. But the problem is, because she's informing people in the wrong way, and she might also be informing them with the correct things that she's been told, because she's told so many lies, people don't understand what's true and what isn't, and then everyone gets penalised and tarred with the same brush. And it's unfair. But because TikTok is a massive community now, people will find little niggly bits to then tar other people with that same brush, and that's unfair.
I couldn't agree with you anymore. And I think that's the problem, isn't it? We can't tell you what her diagnoses are. I'm not a doctor. I can just give facts and debunk things. I do say that she is very mentally unwell. And I think it's a very sad existence she's got at 25 to be sitting on the bed putting tubes down her nose. I want her to be able to live her dreams, be loved, love. This is not a life. This is not a life, and I don't want her to suck any more people in. And I'm not going to call them, vulnerable or whatever, because as that lady said, it isn't. They are just kind, empathetic souls that have seen somebody whom they believe was dying or very poorly, and they wanted to do something nice. Yes, they are a victim of crime, but, to me it says what beautiful people they are.
It's frustrating because I've seen a few comments, does she get disability? And if she's in a wheelchair, and she will get high rate, most likely, mobility.
High rate is more things. I've said this before. I am not worried about her PIP or anything like that.
No, I'm not worried about her PIP, but I'm worried that people are, sorry.
No, she would get it for mental health. You would get
I'm more worried about people who's paying her stuff when she's getting the help that she needs. Does that make sense?
She would have full rate mobility, even with mental health problems. If you can't plan a journey and all that sort of stuff, you get 12 points.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not saying that. I get help, so I understand it.
But you're right.
It's more.
Yep, you're right. A hospital bed, wheelchairs that were bought. That's what your PIP is for. If you don't have a car, you can put it towards finance for a mobility scooter, electric wheelchair, yada yada yada.
It's more the people are getting roped in to pay those things, when if she's getting help with everything, why is she getting people roped in? And if she's saying she's not going anywhere, why is she spending her money on? I'm not saying it's not nothing to do with the situation.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I'm not trying to find out what she spends her money on, etc.
Yeah, but it's easy to see what. No. She gets them. She gets people to buy that. She's spending it on medical equipment. She's buying those tubes in her nose. If she has to buy them, are £75 a tube off eBay.
Really?
Those machines, the pumps, are £300. She got in a nebulizer off a charity in Northampton. She pays for postages for very heavy feeds. That's the really sad thing. The sad, one she stole. We've got proof that she stole one of those pumps. It's so sad.
What, from a hospital?
Yeah, from a hospital, yeah. It's so sad that the money,
it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
And she buys them tapes on her face as well.
And I've seen so many people. I think people like to do that, so they're just not playing. I've just read someone their PIP got refused. If you actually go through the tribunal stage, people do get help. There are people out there who are willing to help people who actually need it, not just for the simple fact they're entitled, if that makes sense.
I'll explain something about PIP. PIP is nothing to do with your diagnoses.
No, exactly.
It's not like DLA. It's nothing to do with your diagnosis. If you're going to list a load of illnesses down there, you're not going to get it. The best thing you can do is go to the Citizens Advice Bureau or go and see an advocacy service, because it's more to do with the aids that you use every day and not to do with your diagnosis. So please.
Even DLA nowadays isn't to do with diagnoses.
It is
My
for
son.
for children's. It shows. Yes, she wasn't. It was. No, she's not Northampton based, but the charity that she got the nebulizer from is Northampton based.
That's crazy. Surely, if they're giving her stuff, surely they would need to check all her diagnoses to make sure that she's getting it or she's got that. So not everyone's just getting it willy-nilly, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, there's no qualification of any of these things, and that's what I think that someone needs to seriously look at this regulating thing. You're not supposed to be able to buy medical equipment on eBay, but you can. It gives you a warning and says you have to be authorised, but you can buy it.
No, I don't. The thing is, what went through my head every time I see her on live, because I'm intrigued in what goes through people's minds when they're like that. What baffles me is, why is it that she doesn't come online unless she needs a medication? Well, not saying she needs it, but when it comes to medication time, she comes online. She's not online any other time apart that I know of, other than that I see when she's taking medication. Why is it that she needs to come on when she's taking medication? Does that make sense?
I think it's to do with the whole "hey, I'm poorly,"
Yeah, maybe.
And meds time, she does do 6 times a day. So I don't know. And then the seizures seem to be around about meds time as well. You can tie the meds time with the seizures. If you
obviously FND and dissociative seizures, with me having dissociative seizures, I understand it can be caused by stress. So my neurologist explains that if you've opened too many computer windows in a day, that's where, for example, when it gets to like nighttime, a lot of seizures with dissociative seizures can happen because you've had so much stress throughout the day that it happens at nighttime. Not so every seizures are different. So that's how mine was explained, that this is where they say if you do so much, like 10 things a day, don't do anything else, because if you then overstimulate yourself, again, that's what causes it. So maybe she does have it, but with her telling so many lies, how can we say that she does actually have it when she might not? So
yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Somebody wants to talk about the nebulizers. Is somebody in the box that wants to talk about the nebulizers?
I'll step down if you like.
Right,
I just
okay.
obviously.
You know the drill. 1, 2, 3.
I would like to.
1, 2, 3.
Later.
Can you hear me or?
Which one? Who is it? Paige? Or
Karen.
Karis, hello.
Hi. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
So I'm a brittle asthmatic. And hearing this is quite frustrating for me, because the fact that she's just been given a nebulizer willy-nilly is a bit beyond. I lived in intensive care most of my childhood. Touch wood, been in hospital for 2 years. But I had to fight for that nebulizer, my mum and me, and we had to fit a certain criteria to get a nebulizer, and to get the capsules for the nebulizer is so hard. Like where I'm in Wales, so I don't know if it's different to you guys, but and I just wanted to come up because she's only recently come up on my on my TikTok. Yeah. I've also got ADHD and autism, so I sort of like pity like a lot of people quite easily, and then when I found out almost like a hate page to her, I'm not saying you, but another person, I seen that like she's not really sick, but she was on a program, wasn't she? Like a eating disorder program.
What?
I seen screenshots of that or something. Do you know if I just want to ask her, like, are the tubes and stuff, was she tubed herself and then she's done it herself? Or was she...
I do think at some point in her life she has been tube fed as part of that stuff that's in the general domain.
And then she's done it herself then since then, I'm guessing.
I cannot confirm nor deny, but I can confirm obviously where she's gotten tubes from and feed from.
Yeah, that's because I've seen like screenshots and stuff that she's like she's on a Facebook 2B Facebook page, is it? And she's writing like, oh, has anyone got spare tubes?
Yeah.
And blah blah blah. And I was like, gosh, this is crazy. Like, so I just wanted to come in and hope that she's watching, because I'm annoyed.
It is absolutely crazy. Yeah. To just go back to people that are asking the question, the nebulizers are available. The actual prescription medication, she would have to get someone else. The nebules, she wouldn't get herself. She could put obviously like saline in it. You know. But yeah, obviously it plays a part. It plays a part. There was a part where before she was saying that she had epileptic seizures and stuff, she was actually having around the time that Mark was a mod, she was having asthma attacks.
Oh, right. Okay, so she's saying she's asthmatic, is she?
She was at the time. She was at the time.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Thank you for just answering some questions. I just wanted to pop in and say that.
All right. Thank you, Karis. Thank you for popping in. 3, 2, 1. Whee! Paige?
Hi there. Sorry, it's my first ever live. I hope you're all alright. I am a 22-year-old woman. I work with complex needs and learning disabilities. So a lot of what you guys have been talking about today really sets home with me, because I see people like this on the daily. And do you know what gets me is I've seen quite a few of her lives, and I'm not a hater. If you've got things going on, that's the way it goes, and I kind of understand needing different things and the need for equipment. But my main concern about this girl is what has drove her to feel like she needs to lie so bad online that she's putting things in her body that she doesn't need. That's what concerns me, because I work with people who need nebulizers, who are peg-fed, who have LPDs, work with nurses very closely, work with a whole massive team of people to help get things like epilepsy in order and all of that kind of fun stuff. And what actually concerns me is this woman's mental health. His mental health is massive over the last couple of years, and I am a complete empath. I read people for their emotions and I see them for what they're going through. And it concerns me the fact that she's going out of her way to get equipment, which isn't easy to get even when you're going down the correct routes. I've fought for equipment for years for clients. And what concerns me is she's going out of her way to purchase equipment from external places that she doesn't know if it's safe, if it's okay. She's having feeds that might not be correct for her body, can cause reactions. And that's what actually concerns me about the whole situation, is she's doing all of this to prove this big point of I'm struggling and I need all of these things. But what drove her to that point?
Obviously, she's like a lot of people, had trauma in her life and things like that. Yeah, I don't know. With mental health, it's really difficult to say, isn't it, what drives people?
Yeah.
And
like I was saying, especially
it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially we're getting like equipment, and you've obviously already discussed PIP with a couple of people that have been on as well. PIP and all the DVLAs and getting funding for things as simple as like a wheelchair for somebody that can't walk is a really hard thing to do. And again, I live in the UK. I'm NHS based. I live in Hull. It's real good, but the issue is our NHS is crippled. It's already struggling without people lying about what they need.
She didn't pay for her. She paid for her wheelchair and she paid for a hospital bed. That is not.
Yeah,
that's not come from the NHS.
But the concern would be if she's going on and kind of discussing the fact she needs all of these feeds and stuff like that. Even though she's doing it online, it also would leave me to believe that she would also do that going to doctors as well, kind of laying it on thick in regards to I'm really struggling with this, or kind of all of that stuff anyway, without having to purchase things externally, which is hard to get hold of anyway. And like I said, with the strain on the I almost said the blooming UK then. With the strain on the NHS and the strain on private health services and even getting equipment, a lot of my clients buy equipment online with doctor certifications and everything like that. They end up going through private doctors and having to buy their own wheelchairs outright and things like that. This equipment costs a lot of money. And my worry is because she's doing it all online and all on TikTok, is the people that unfortunately have not vulnerable people, but the people that kind of have struggled with their own things and kind of understand her situation are also now paying for things that she doesn't need because they're paying to gift people and things like that. It's happened with quite a lot of creators where they're gifting for making their lives better and trying to be empathetic. When they're trying to be empathetic, my voice has gone today.
Okay.
When they're trying to understand and gifting and things like that, it's great gifting. Gifting is a really good idea, but only if you are a certain age and you were able to do it and know that that person is telling the truth.
Exactly. And I say, it's not TikTok gifts she wants. She doesn't want TikTok gifts. She wants PayPal money and she wants things off a wish list.
But that should be wrong.
Or money posted to the house.
But my worry is for example, is like the young lass you were speaking to when I first came on. She's a lovely young girl. But even she said a couple of times where she had been debating sending this poor woman money. In the economy that we live in nowadays, I earn a good wage for what I do. And there is still months where I struggle to pay for things like my own medical bills and my own prescriptions and dentistry and travel and things like that. And the only thing I ever struggle with is asthma. I've got asthma from long COVID. So I've got a few long-lasting side effects. I'm quite lucky, if I'm completely honest with myself. But the worry is people like myself, I've watched a few of her lives and I've debated sending her money in some of my worst months. And people are going to keep sending her money, unfortunately.
And that's why I'm on it every day, to be like the boil on her bottom. It's not a hate live. I want to raise awareness. I want people to think. I want you to question things. I want you to use, rather than your heart, use your head.
Yeah, and my other worry as well is TikTok is meant to be 13 plus, meant to be. There's a lot more kids on TikTok than we all would like to admit. If I'm completely honest, a lot of us kind of deny people's ages and assume that they're old enough and stuff like that, which is fair enough. It's the electronic world we live in. But the other worry is young generational children, younger than myself, would take, oh my God, she's getting money from this. Right, I should now do it. And a lot of recently, I don't know if you yourself have seen it, and probably quite a few other people would have seen it, is the massive influx in people that are coming to TikTok for valuable, genuine reasons, but not for raise awareness, but more to get the money of the side of it.
Absolutely, and orchestrate drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a hate live, and I know we're specifically talking about this young lass, but there's another creator here who I won't name obviously because the live isn't about them, who claims to be trans. I'm not going to say much more about them because people will probably know who I'm talking about already.
Yeah.
And the issue with them isn't what they're doing, it's the fact that we have children, and I mean by children I mean children under the age of 16, so not legal adults, sending money to these people when they don't realise what they're actually doing is funding.
But that's the point though, isn't it? The point is, you can't stop that creator. Are we going to stop this creator? TikTok don't care. TikTok don't care.
That's my issue. Where I'm not being funny. If you actually look at what the guidelines and rules are of TikTok, this isn't allowed. None of this is allowed. You're not allowed to be naked. You're not allowed to be requesting money. You should be keeping an eye on these people and finding out what they're doing. I have clients who are profoundly complex needs, have a lot of feeding tubes, ventilators, like I said earlier, peg feeds, LPDs, all of these really concerning medical conditions. And they're struggling to get medications, and here she is ordering medications online. And I've got clients struggling for things like insulin and midazolam and anti-reflux medications or anti-epileptic medications that are a concern to me. And here she is with a back stock of medication, which could help quite a lot of people. She doesn't need it.
Exactly that. Exactly that. But no, yeah, you did really well. First time you've ever been in a box. I think you did amazingly.
Woo.
I think you should go live. Go live, rant. Be ranty Paige. Go and rant.
Do you know, the thing is, it sets home a little bit because I've got siblings that have got complex needs, and I've previously, without going into my personal life too much, I am a survivor of an eating disorder. I've had feeding tubes. I know how uncomfortable that is. I know the ifs, buts and coconuts that go behind all of that. And again, like I said to you at the beginning, my worry is this girl's mental health, that she obviously doesn't have somebody that is there and able to pull her out of this. And I'm hoping that with this live, keeping it positive and helping her rather than hating on her would allow her, even if she is watching, and to be honest, I hope she is, so she can understand where each one is coming from.
She's not going to. This is week 3 for me.
Yeah.
This is week 3. She said that I use AI. I'm 51. If I could use AI, and that I made up the videos that she posted like 2 years ago. So I'm a time traveling 51-year-old that does AI. If I could time travel, like I said, I'd go back. I'd stop The Rock meeting his girlfriend, and I'd put myself in there.
Yeah, do you know what? To be fair, if I could do the same, I'd probably do something similar. Yeah. But yeah, the issue is she's in a level of denial because TikTok would have given her the security and they would have fed the ability to lie, and that's what my issue is. There's no gap for TikTok. I post a video that is perfectly fine. It will get removed. She can post a video, and I understand people making awareness using video because I do watch quite a lot of creators that allow me to learn. And I was watching her a few months back, and I was looking at some of the things she was doing, and as a carer, I was like, you're not doing it right. I've had specific training about feeds and things, and everyone is different, but she was on about one of her feeds. And I was looking at it, and I was like, that's not the right feed, when she was discussing it and things like that. And the issue is especially with, again, another creator that's now very big on TikTok, who recently came out of prison, probably know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. A lot of it is fueling people like them and people like us. Do we need to creating bad information in regards to real life issues? People, like for example, if you look at Tourette's, if you look on TikTok and you look at Tourette's, you can see a lot of creators making awareness. And what you can also see is a lot of people lying about having the condition to be grouped up with these people. And that's what my concern is, teaching people the wrong information. And on top of that, they're lying, which isn't good. It's not good. If you're a well person, be amazing to have people well enough to function as a normal person, as a medically well person, sorry, not normal, I apologize. But ran a little bit out of pace. I think I'll be joining you again in a few weeks and have another discussion about it together.
Come back in. I'll probably still be sat here next week, unfortunately, but I'm still going to sit here. But thank you for coming in. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, you take care.
Lovely.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Sally?
Yeah?
Hi, I just have a quick question.
Yeah?
So I've not been here for that long. It's only been a few weeks, so I don't know like the ins and outs. But I know that like obviously you said before that you'd been to the police about it, and they couldn't do anything because of her mental health and her mental state and stuff like that. But at what point does all of this become a danger to herself, where it doesn't necessarily matter and she needs to be sectioned?
I don't know, Laura. Do you know why? Because I've done it all. I've done all the safeguardings. I don't know. I'm not the only one that's done it neither. I've urged everyone to do. As I said to you before, this isn't my first rodeo. I'm a charity. Yeah. I'm trustee of charity. I actually lost rough sleepers. We lost a lot of rough sleepers where safeguardings were put in place. Then we have the coroner's inquest. Then people chew it over and then go, we really must do better next time. This is my point. You know, I've reached out to her dad. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? Because it will. Something will happen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking then, with obviously someone else had already previously mentioned as well that she only comes on to do her meds and stuff. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking really, like one day she is going to do something that pushes it too far where she does harm herself. And
yeah, that's you know, there is a correlation between the seizures at night time where she's had to have air ambulances, etc. with pushing her medication. Which is that a form of SH itself? Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's how that's how I'm looking at it. Like, I would definitely class that.
Surely the hospital admissions to the front doors of A&E or wherever she is, they must be logged. Why has nothing been done?
It's ridiculous. No worries, I just wanted to ask.
All right, Laura, I'm going to yeet you. 3, 2,
No worries, thank you.
1.
Bye.
Casey, babies.
Wait, okay, hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. This is my first live as well, so yeah. I just kind of wanted to talk a bit about the impact that she's having on the mods. I'm not a mod. I've never been a mod, but I did actually date somebody who had fictitious disorder, and the amount of stress and strain and the absolute abject horror of like having somebody's life be in your hands, and for her to constantly, be having these seizures and people constantly needing to look out for her. Like, you can see through like the messages in the chat from the mods, like they're very, very concerned, and it's awful. Like I just wanted to kind of say that, the mods, they are the true victims here, alongside the people she scammed, because although they are kind of complicit in what's going on, they're doing it out of fear, which is awful.
The ones that I believe are, I hate using the word vulnerable, but more at risk, we have made steps for them. Anyone else, they're adults, they can do what they want.
Yeah.
They're coming in here, they're not blocked, unless they're rude in the comments or attack people in the comments or victims or whatever. They're welcome to listen to the facts and make up their own decision. They're grown-ass adults. However, okay, let me press the button for you. But the people that are at risk, trust me, behind the scenes, I'm trying to do something about it. Please, trust me, because I
that's
like you.
That's good.
Yeah, so I appreciate it, and thank you for coming to share your experience.
Yes, I will leave now somehow.
I'll yeet you. 3, 2, 1. Wee! I love weeing people. Hello, hello. You work the mod.
Hiya.
Hello.
Hi. Hiya. I feel really sad, actually, because I've followed Kirsten for a long time, and I'd not really seen any of this stuff. But one thing I was thinking about, because I joined TikTok when COVID started, and I joined it to do storytelling and stuff for people that were lonely, and that was when I started following her. And and I was kind of sucked in. And I still like Kirsten a lot, Anyway, and oh, that's my dog. That's not me making it.
Oh, that scared me. Do you know what? I looked behind me to see if the rock had come alive. No, I'm not going to lie.
No, it's my dog. No, my dog goes live with me, so she thinks that we're live. And the thing is, what makes me really sad is when I first joined TikTok, there was this lady that used to do a lot of like what Kirsten does, which I'm hearing about because I've not actually seen all of this stuff because I don't go on TikTok normally during the day.
Yeah.
And I've only just recently seen all these videos pop up. Anyway, and this lady, she used to do all of this stuff. And unfortunately, she was doing a lot of begging for money and stuff like that. She had all this hospital bed and all these things. And people were then making all these videos about her as well. And unfortunately, the sad thing was she said that she was going to, end of life and all that stuff. And unfortunately, she did eventually pass away. And there were a number of times that she said, she was DED and all this thing. And then she'd reappear. And then eventually she did pass away, really, and we did find her obituary and all of this stuff for real, and it was really sad. And hearing that person just then say that as well, that made me feel really sad because that's the last thing. Kirsten's really young, and I thought this a lot recently as well, that I would not like that to see that happen to Kirsten. So, all of you guys intervening, I think, is the right thing to do, because obviously nobody wants to see that happen to a person so young. Yeah, it makes me feel
Absolutely not.
really
What a waste. What a waste. What a waste of a life currently, sat in a bed.
Yeah, because I did ask her some time ago, I think it was about, I don't know, 9-10 months ago or something, you know, what was your hobby? And she said, this is my hobby, which was like pushing all these things through her straws or, you know, her tubes or whatever, you know, that she said that was her hobby. And I felt sad, really sad, thinking, oh, you know, because like people like to do diamond art or something, you know, in between, you know, having their medicine
I
or
believe
whatever.
she likes paper crafts. I did hear that, and that made my heart skip a little beat. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
before
you
she
know,
was like, you know, well, I don't have time and whatever. You know, people are living with chronic illness out in the community every single day. It doesn't define who we are. We're still the
No.
people. You still like to
Yeah.
read. You still like to sew. You still like to watch Netflix. You still like to watch true crime. You know, you're still an
Yeah.
individual. Just because you couldn't do the things that you used to do, this doesn't
Yeah.
define who we are.
Well, I got severe epilepsy myself. I mean, early hours this morning, I don't know what made me do it, but early hours this morning, I went outside in the garden. I don't know how or why, but I went outside and fell like a rock, and I really injured myself. But it makes like, when she does things like that, what I'm hearing about, because I've never seen her do it, but that makes people like me look really bad. I mean, I'd really hurt myself. I just went crash. And I don't even know why I went out in the garden. But I just found myself out there. But it makes people like us who do have a genuine thing look terrible. And I'm really tired in between that, so I don't get a lot done. And I save up all my energy, really, for live streams and stuff like that. But
Well, make sure
you know,
everyone gives you a follow. Casey, babies,
I
make
think
sure...
you got-
So what do you
You
do?
don't have to do
Let's
that.
give you a little bit of a plug. Give us a plug. What do you do?
I do storytelling normally on live streams, but I do mess up my own live streams with my stupid stuff in between.
Okay, what stories do you do?
I do all sorts. Well, I don't do adult stories normally. I do like normally sort of like age, I don't know, 8 and upwards.
So you read
normally.
you read stories.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I'm an old person. For me, would that be like Jack and Nori?
Yeah, kind of. And I mean, I get adults in my live streams because the adults usually like nostalgia, you know, to kind of like, what do you call it? They just love listening to it.
Reminisce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right,
But
everyone, make
I'm not
sure
clever.
KC Babies. Look, there you go, KC Babies. We love you, KC. I've followed you for ages and ages. Make sure we're all giving
Yeah.
KC a follow. Do you know what I'm going to do as well? I'm going to put you in our Discord book links, your page.
Yeah, I don't understand Discord. It'd be nice if somebody actually helped me with that because I don't understand how that works.
Hang on, let me
Someone
see if she's in it. IT Wizard, are you in here?
Yeah.
Louise?
Yeah.
Give me a
I get
message.
lots of-
Give me a message.
yeah.
And we'll
'Cause,
we'll talk you through it because there is a book thread for the book lovers.
Oh, okay, because I don't understand how it works. But I'm not doing that to get followers or nothing. But no,
No.
I-
Our space is just like a little village where people like to have groups and have a good old natter about things, not just about their illnesses, because I didn't want it to be a GP surgery. But
yeah, no, because I don't like to talk about it all the time and stuff. So I'm not one of them.
I think our life's full of it, don't you think? Sometimes, and you're like,
Yeah, I get bored
I
of it,
feel like my
honestly.
nan. Like whenever I phone my
Oh.
nan, she tells me what emotions are, what she had for dinner,
Oh.
and I'm just like,
Yeah.
she's 92, and so
gosh, that's
yeah, I know.
Oh.
So literally, I'm just like, I don't actually want to. You know when people go, you know, so with Kirsten, when people go in and they go, "Are you okay?" I'm as okay as I can be. Yeah, that's my nan. That's my nan. My
Yeah.
nan will start with that.
people.
I'm as okay as I can be. My legs, the swelling in our legs are, Sally. And I just think,
normally,
oh
Oh,
God,
sorry.
I'm going to sound like that. Do you know what I mean?
normally the old people, they get their tablets out and start counting to see who's got the most.
No, because I beat her already, and I'm only 51, and I beat her by miles. But yeah.
Oh no, I don't have that many tablets. I mean, I've got 2 types, and Oh, that's the other thing. I literally have been in intensive care 5 times, and I've had CPR as well, and broken ribs.
When you had CPR, did you have to stay in for a little bit?
Oh yes, I did. I was in for I was in twice. First time CPR, I had the old electric things on the ribs. Oh, that feels like someone's kicked you in the chest. That was so painful. And the second time was like manual core. That feels like someone stamped on your chest. That's so painful. Yeah, feels like
And
someone.
that's it. She was back on live the next day. Yeah, there is mods in the chat. There is mods.
You can't breathe, honestly. It feels like someone stamped all over your chest. So painful.
I don't
Sometimes,
want to
like,
experience that, thanks, because I already have subluxing ribs. So let's not. I don't want that. That doesn't sound a vibe.
No, it's not nice. My first heart attack was when I was 15, and that was during a seizure. So let's boast about that.
Yeah, you've not had it easy, have you? Please, everybody, make sure you're following Casey Babies. Casey, give me a little cheeky message, and
I'll follow you as well.
I'm
so
51,
that,
so if you want me to talk you through Discord, that's fine, because it took me a while to get it. It looked too complicated.
Because someone said to me about it before, but I'm not very good with the what do you call it, that stuff. Because I need to get on more platforms, really. I'm only on Instagram and YouTube and here. Because I just don't know.
You've not gone over to Twitch yet, or any of those? Well, some of them are like, oof, don't even bother.
No.
But definitely Twitch is worth going on to for the future. But Discord is a little community. It's not like you can't really broadcast. Well, you can broadcast there, but it's more like chat threads. But it's just a way of people making friends, really, in the digital world.
Digital.
Yeah, in the digital world, digital friends. Obviously, you could meet them in the flesh, and then they become fleshy friends.
Yeah, with the Instagram, it's now like what is it? They've got some other thing on Instagram, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that.
It's like this though. I think TikTok is like Fisher Price. It's quite easy to use. It's Fisher Price of social media. And Discord is not Fisher Price. But once you get used to it and you know which threads you like, and sometimes I go in there and go, well, where's that gone? Where's it gone? But once you know, I just you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But yeah, give me a follow and let me know.
All right then. Okay, thank you. I've done that. I'm following you.
All right. Thanks, Casey. You take care.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. All right. Shadi!
Hello, friend. Or should I say friend?
Friend! Hello.
Friend. Yeah. I just want. I've not got a personal story, but I just wanted to come on and say that I think you're all amazing for what you do, and thank you so much for being a voice for those that don't have a voice.
Oh, you're so nice to me. You're so nice.
I've been in your. You're a lovely person. You're all lovely people in here. Everyone in the comments and everything. And honestly, I've been watching for a while, and
we're not too shabby, are we? We ain't too shabby.
No,
we ain't too
no.
shabby.
And also, I love the Discord. I am trying to get into it as much as I can. Just
you lot are addicted. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a league of how addicted some people are. I can tell you that Kate is the winner right now.
Should we say a Discord instead of addicted?
Yes, a Discord. Absolutely. Just a quick question. What she said? Hang on, I'm just trying to catch that. My camera's not on, so you're all right. Just a quick question with the medical equipment she took. Who helped her get it home? It's awful. I don't know. It's only because someone showed a message where she said she stole it. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't big medical equipment. It wasn't like she went out with an MRI scanner. It was a food
Wouldn't surprise me. You don't give her ideas.
It was an MRI. It wasn't. Yes,
fancy MRI.
It was an MRI scanner. I think it was a food pump. It's something that you could have put in a bag. To be fair.
Yeah.
It wasn't a. She would if she could. Yeah, an MRI or. CAT scan or any of those things. So Channy, tell everyone, what do you like best about Discord? putting her on the
I
spot
love
now.
how bubbly people are. I love all the animal pictures and just how much variety there is, you know, like different channels and different interests. It's not all about this. It's fun. And I feel like I've got to talk to a few people that are really, well, not a few people actually, quite a lot of people that are really lovely in there. And as someone who also has chronic and mental health issues, it's nice to talk about things that are not just related to that, because we are more than that. And honestly, thank you for creating it and
It's all right.
being amazing.
I don't mind. You're all right, not too bad. Some of you are a bit barking mad, but apart from that, it's fine.
Oh, I'm barking mad. I fit in that
We've got a
category from day
bookshelf in there, recovery bookshelf. We've got people that love murders. I'm not worried about
Who
them
needs to
at
change
all.
their smoke alarm? That's me. It's been changed. It just still keeps going off. That's me.
It's not me. It's not me.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look, you need to change the smoke alarm. Yeah, there's lots of things in there. I can't. I go and have a good old nosy at everybody. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to have come out of this. I go through the threads and I see people that have made like new friendships and friendship circles, and some of those friends, as opposed to them all being tubies or all being diabetics, they're actually a mix of all of them, and actually they're all true murder freaks. Or I keep saying that because my best friend is.
Me too. That's what I do. I literally diamond paint and murder documentaries. Yes, I am one of those that will go to sleep listening to a murder podcast.
Is Naughty Wifey Lou in there recommending her? I've never known someone like, she literally listens to podcasts when she goes to bed. Her ideal viewing is to sit there and watch reactions of true crime murder things.
Emily says, me too.
Yeah, Emily, you need to be in there. Everyone's swapping.
Yes,
they go. Holly's
join.
made some new friends for life in there. Did I just call you a freak? Yes, weird bestie, naughty wifey for life. Yes, I did. Well, it's not normal. Most people like wind down, some ASMR. I did you some ASMR today with freeze-dried sweeties. But no, why would you want
don't do any of that meditation before going to bed. It's all about
white noise. Why would you want to listen to how somebody
'Cause
horrifically,
it's
gruesomely
calming.
killed their family?
It calms my soul.
I
have a black
literally,
soul.
I would have nightmares. I would literally be crying. I'd be like rocking in the corner, going, "Dwayne, protect me, Dwayne." I couldn't do it.
God.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. My meds knock me out, so I don't. I'm gone by then. Wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh, that was a nice podcast. What happened? I need to re-listen to that.
Oh my God! Look at you, all of you going, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
See, hello, fellow crimey people.
See, look at them all. Well, if you haven't got Why Am I Being Rejected, you're not, Donna. What? Why is Donna being rejected from where?
If I keep muting, it's just so guys don't hear the smoke alarm keep going.
Donna, where are you being rejected from? If it's the boxes, probably because my mods are doing it because I need to get off because it's very late today and you can hear my cats behind me. They are not happy that they've not been fed. So if it's you want the box, yes. From what? Discord request or box request? If it's boxes, it's because they have to go. I have been on for about 3 hours for this one, but then my Wi-Fi died before this. So I've been on for a good 4 odd hours.
Just want to say I can step down. I just wanted to come in and say that I think you're amazing.
Thank you. I think you lot are amazing too. I love what you're talking to. Okay, that's fine. Box was
if there's anything I can do, let me know.
What a GB was going to give my opinion. No worries, Donna. Put me alert on, and I'm on every day anyway, unfortunately, until she goes. But thank you, Channy. I'm going to kick you out the box. Ready? What do you have to do? 3, 2, 1. Yep.
Whee!
Okay, so thank you very much for popping in today, and we've done some good facts today and some debunking. It's been lovely to speak to you. Thank you to Leanne, Tiny, Ashley, Maria, Naughty Wifey, Maria, Just Me, It's Sammy Joe, Bones, Rainbow System, Liddy, it's Sammy, Joe, Charlotte, Erin, Gio, Mel. Oh my God, you lot. Lone Wolf, Izzy Stock, Summer, Charlotte, Chloe, Lou, Dolphin. I think I did all those. Thank you, Louise, for your subscription. You can use your own emotes now. Yeah, thanks ever so much. I appreciate you all. We are getting there. Honestly, thanks for coming in the box, Maria. We are getting there. I love how when people now come in, everyone's very respectful. Thank you. Because like I said, if the mods come in, just like we saw Maria today, people are still coming across us. I don't know when Emily's live is. Tammy, she's in the comments, love. There you go. Emily's in there. Emily, when's your next live? Oh, okay, I could do. Oh gosh, you lot. Yeah, we are ready. If you are in the Discord, have you done your letter yet? It's in the templates for the MP. Have you done yours yet? If you have any videos, oh, I don't really want to show that one. Ah, go! Wow, this is not right because this was on my phone. So where's it gone? Who's took it away? Who's took it away? No, not having this. I'm not having this. Wait there. Oh, wait there. We've got to have Agadoo. We have to end on Agadoo. See, all the drama people have left because we're not talking about it anymore. So they've all gone. So we'll just have the fun people in ready to do the Agadoo. Emily will tell you when she's next going live. I'm going to put it off this phone. So I'm going to turn this off.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.